Mm, 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 mm. Hey, okay, sorry. Yeah, I would love to have made that a little cleaner. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I tried my best to figure out the best way to get that up there without simultaneous. But there's no way because I actually had to share the screen from X. I didn't have time to download the video. So either way, happy Saturday to everybody. What's going on? Hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope the video played okay. You know, at least hope it did. But you get the point. That was 4 minutes and a half of Knick defense versus the Boston Celtics, right? So let me do this first. Let me get into my usuals, and I'll come right back into that. Once again, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're in the best of health. Hope you were everybody able to wake up this morning and enjoy life, enjoy your loved ones, be there for everyone as you would hope they would be there for you. Looking at the weather today in the New York area, it's currently 62 degrees, but windy, guys. So you're gonna run out there with a t-shirt. Just keep in mind you may be a little breezy right now, but it's gonna be nice. It's going up to a high of 72, and then tomorrow 74 and sunny. Monday 71 and sunny, and then the rain. Well, I thought April showers bring May flowers. What's all this May rain? Raining Tuesday, raining Wednesday, raining Thursday, raining Friday, what is going on, folks? Oh my God. We sleepless in New York. I mean Seattle. I mean New York. You know what I meant. Anyway, 69 on Tuesday, 66 on Wednesday, 71 on Thursday, and then 75 on Friday. So let's enjoy these next 3 days because they'll be sunny and in the 70s. So it is what it is. All right. So today is the day, y'all. 3:30 game, Knicks versus Boston, game 3. Let's go! But back to the video. So, the Knicks are up 2-0 on Boston. And all I'm hearing is, first game, Knicks were down 20. They came back. Boston just took their foot off the gas. They wasn't expecting it. They weren't prepared. Okay. Game 2. Knicks are down 20 once again. They come back. Boston should have been prepared for it. But you know what I mean? They were up 20. So, they took their foot off the gas again. And, and they weren't shooting well. Okay. So you got 2 games to start this series. No one's giving the Knicks credit for anything they're doing. I just played you guys 4.5 minutes of highlights from both games of the Knicks making defensive stops on Boston, right? These fans and media act like Boston just went out there and they went straight to the hoop and missed the shot, or they were wide open and the Knicks weren't playing defense and they missed shots. The Knicks have been playing defense in this series, y'all. Okay. Yes. Has Boston missed some open shots? They have. But part of them missing is the fact that the Knicks defense has been putting pressure on them, so they're not in rhythm. So by the time they get open looks, or when they have open looks, they can't capitalize on it because they just don't have they don't have it lined up. The rhythm ain't there yet. And so we've been keeping them off balance and helping to keep that rhythm down. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I feel like at any given moment Boston can get hot and knock it down no matter what the Knicks are doing on defense? Yes. But the same thing can happen for the Knicks, because in case you guys weren't aware, and I know the media is not paying attention, and I know them Boston fans ain't paying attention, the Knicks haven't been playing well either. The Knicks haven't been knocking it down like that either. Yeah, we had a game that we shot well from 3, but we didn't shoot well from the field, right? And then individually, players have been struggling to get their offensive game going. So are we playing our best? No, and we're still up 2-0. So all this, Boston has been losing this. The Knicks haven't really done anything. Sorry. Nope, that's not the case. Even I said that the Knicks playing Detroit helped them unlock their defense again, helped them get back to what they were doing before. But I said playing Detroit helped them unlock their defense, the Knicks defense. It's not like Detroit's playing Boston. The Knicks are playing Boston. So that defense that you're seeing is the Knicks defense. It's just now like the Knicks are they're activated. That's the word that everybody's using these days. The Knicks are activated on defense. All right. They're coming to play on defense. They're out there getting in people's faces. Even there was highlights in that mix of Brunson jumping in Tatum's face. Brunson's 6'1", jumping in Tatum's face, making it a little difficult for Tatum to get his shot off. Everybody's activated. Okay. Everybody's activated. So it's bull. You know what I mean? This whole, Boston is just losing these games. The Knicks ain't doing anything really. Let me tell you something. You keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. As long as my Knicks don't change from the way they've been playing right now, I'm guaranteeing you that the Boston Celtics are going to see more of this. Yeah, they may get hot. Who knows? They could get hot today and light us up. They ain't going to be hot for the next 5 games in this series. They're going to miss a couple games where their shot ain't really rocking. And let me tell you something. If it ain't abnormal, if they ain't hitting everything under the sun, and the Knicks playing that defense, they're going to have a problem. They're going to start to press. They're going to start to feel the heat. That's all I'm saying, Knicks fans. Don't let these media outlets and these Boston fans get in your head. The Knicks are playing well, and the Knicks are playing with a purpose, a certain style of play that they might have picked it up from playing with Detroit. Doesn't matter. The point is, they're making it uncomfortable for Boston. And so when you see Boston missing open shots, don't just think that the Knicks ain't playing defense. The Knicks have been playing defense, but sometimes there's moments where open shots happen, but the Knicks have already broke their rhythm. So keep that in mind, y'all. Knicks are doing what they need to do to win these games. Now, I will say the Knicks can't continue to keep going down 20 points and think they're going to keep coming back, especially if Boston is hitting their shots and playing smart basketball, because Boston hasn't been really playing smart basketball. When they're up 20 and the Knicks are starting to come back, they're still trying to bomb away and take threes, rather than take, contested twos, get to the free throw line, keep putting points on the board. No, they haven't been playing smart. That's on them. You know what I mean? Maybe you could say they're not playing smart because they're a little flustered. You know what I mean? What? We just went up 20 again. This team's coming back again? Just saying. All I know is everybody can see it. The team that looks like they want it more is the Knicks. The team that's playing more intense on defense and being more physical is the Knicks. So unless something's going to change overnight and Boston's going to grow a backbone and start doing some other stuff that they're not used to doing this whole season. They've been a finesse team all season, and they've been knocking down threes all season. So, that's all I'm saying, guys. We just have to go out there and continue to execute the way we've been executing and shut up all the naysayers, shut up all the haters. Don't even worry about it. Just keep playing Knick basketball. Whatever Knick basketball is right now, that's what we got to keep playing. It's frustrating to see how people don't give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Ian Begley. I don't know if I said this on air already. I think I might have said it, on a different show, or maybe I said it behind the scenes. I don't remember. But if you saw Ian Begley's show the other day, he said that, his comment was that Boston has not played a team this good in the playoffs in 2 years. And basically, when they had their run last year to the championship, no team that they played was as good as this Knicks team right now. That's facts. So it's not like the Knicks, and that's also to the media and to the fans out there that don't understand. The Knicks are a team that had 2 new players in their starting lineup. The Knicks are a team that has been, for the past 3-4 years, has been dealing with injuries every year. Right? There's always been somebody out. There's always have to be somebody, the next man up, all this stuff. That's not a mantra. That's our life. Right? This is the first year that we're in a situation where we got these 2 starters, and impact starters at that have to figure out how to play in the lineup together. The 5 of them have to all figure out how to play in the lineup together. And it took some time, guys. It took some time. And it does. It always takes time for every team. It doesn't matter who you put together. When you put together a big 3 of some sort, it always takes time. Sometimes it takes a few months. Sometimes it takes a season. We've seen that too in previous teams. The Knicks are finally learning how to play off of each other. Some people have been taking a back seat to let other people live, but it doesn't matter. They're learning how to play off each other. Now, are they executing on all cylinders? Is this fantastic Knicks offense? No, it's not. But it's also the playoffs. So you got to understand, the Knicks aren't playing. So this is the other thing I want people to remember. The Knicks are struggling offensively, but they're playing 2 of the so far in the playoffs, 2 of the top 10 defensive teams in basketball. The Detroit Pistons were top 5 in the playoffs playing defense when the Knicks played them. The Boston Celtics are top 3 in defense. And I think they were top 2 at the time, but they're top 3 or whatever. This is good defensive teams the Knicks are going up against. So it's not like, okay, they're just struggling on offense. No, they're playing the top defenses in the league right now. So yeah, it's no cakewalk. Now, if this was Indiana, we could be talking a little differently. Or if this was Cleveland, who's a really good defense, but their perimeter defense is not as good, the Knicks might have more opportunities there. But it's not. We're talking about Boston, and we're talking about just coming off of Detroit. So all I'm saying is, just like we have to be prepared for Boston to come out the gate hot and knocking down their shots and getting loose, Boston better be prepared for that too. The Knicks have not had a chance to really let it fly, except for maybe game 1 of the Detroit series, maybe that game, but hasn't really had that moment where the Knicks have been clicking and letting it fly. And we know the Knicks have the ability to do it. You guys have seen the Knicks get hot and blow teams out the water. So all I'm saying is, we have to be aware, be careful with Boston, but don't count the Knicks out too. Who knows? Home cooking today. The Knicks have been struggling to get their game right at home. I don't know why, but they've been struggling. They've been playing better on the road. Maybe today is the day they figure it out. Maybe this 3:30 start, the Knicks come out and it's guns blazing. We don't know. All I'm saying is the haters need to continue to hate, because that's what they do, but we don't got to listen. We don't got to listen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Let me see. Walter Blackman in the building. What up, Walter? Good morning, Ron, and all my Knicks family. I would like to thank happy Mother's Day to all of the Knicks family. Yes, and happy early Mother's Day to everybody out there, because obviously I don't, the show won't be on tomorrow, so I won't be able to say it tomorrow. But unless I do a walking and talking, which I probably will. So, but happy Mother's Day anyway to everybody out there, all the mothers, all the dads who have to be mothers because there's no mother in the situation, whoever it is, all the grandmothers, you know what I mean? Everybody, everybody who does what they got to do. Shout out to y'all. Andios is in the building. NYK. What's going on, Andios? Appreciate you, my guy. Lena Franklin is here. Let's go, Lena. Said hi, guys. Game day, and also happy Mother's Day. Let's go this game, and I'm going to another WWE watch tonight. Okay, cool. Enjoy that. Hopefully it goes well, and whoever you're rooting for does the damn thing. Shout out to Corey Lee in the building. What up, Corey? And appreciate you being a member of the SKF Army. Said peace and salute. Queens is in the building. Queens, get the money. What's going on, brother? Corey says, Ron, we have to give props to Tibbs so far in these playoffs, and he put out his own hot seat, even though I never felt that way. Listen, what I will do is I'm not going to give him, I'm not going to go crazy with the Tibbs love. Has he done okay? I mean, there was some questionable stuff in that Detroit series, okay? But we were able to get out of it because we were the better team. Boston, though, these first 2 games in Boston, shout out to Tibbs, man. Tibbs has been doing the damn thing. You guys know I've already been saying he's been doing it. I gave him his little dance, get the Tibbs dance on. Yeah, he's been doing it. So definitely going to give him props for the way he's been coaching these first 2 games. Fantastic. And that's what we want to see, right? Just like the players have to step up their game in the playoffs, the coach has to do it too. And maybe this is it. I hope. Maybe this is the coming out party for Tibbs. Maybe Tibbs can finally, because guys, we got to call a spade a spade. As fans, we got to be smart. We can't just look at things for what it seems to be and not look at the real, right? Just like the whole thing with Julius Randle. Everybody put this whole knock on Julius Randle like he's not a playoff performer. He only was able to show it in one playoff series, the first playoff series versus Atlanta, and we didn't have any help. They doubled and triple teamed Julius, and he had no one else to bail him out. So it worked. It was a great strategy. Fantastic, right? What happened the next year? I believe that was the year we didn't make the playoffs at all. So that was the down year, the year after, I think. I could be wrong, guys, but, I get a little mixed up now these days. But I think that was the year that we didn't make the playoffs, right? And so then the next year was the Josh Hart year where we got Josh Hart. And Dante. Excuse me. Well, I think maybe we got Josh Hart in the year we didn't make it. Then the following year with Josh, a full season, and with Dante, we made it. So in that year, what happened, guys? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's an extra year in there. I think it's an extra year in there. Sorry. Time flies. All right. So I think that's what it is. It's an extra year in there. So that other year, Julius Randle got hurt with 7 games left to play in the season. Something like that. Or 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left, right? 2 weeks left in the season. He gets hurt with the ankle injury, right? Then later we find out that ankle injury is worse than we thought. He actually had to have surgery on it, but he played in the playoffs. And he wasn't that bad versus Miami, but he wasn't like stellar, right? Is that his fault that he got hurt at that inopportune time and couldn't even play at his best ability because he was playing hurt? No. So why make it seem like that's a part of his narrative, that he doesn't step up in the playoffs, he doesn't come to play when he was hurt? Then last year, what happened? He gets hurt at the end of January, whatever, early February, whatever it was, and he's gone for the season. Can he show what he can do in the playoffs? No, because he's hurt. So really, this narrative about Julius Randle not playing well in the playoffs came from one season where he had no help, a young RJ Barrett, a young Quentin Grimes, a young Emmanuel Quickley. These guys weren't ready for nothing. And we blame Julius Randle like he's not a playoff performer. Now he goes to Minnesota and he's doing well. And it's like, oh, see, we gave up on him too quick. He is a playoff guy. What? So the flip side of this is Tom Thibodeau has, had moments where, the Bulls came out the gate. They had that 60-win season. They didn't win the championship because they got, it didn't work out in the playoffs. But that could happen to any team, right? And then he had other playoff teams that never really went far. But you also got to look at who was on the teams, right? Now you look at him and he's got one of the best teams he's ever had. And coincidentally, he's able to coach well, make adjustments, and they are working. So maybe something goes hand in hand. Maybe we couldn't really judge him. Maybe he's not the type. Okay, in fairness, maybe you don't want to say he's not the coach that can, make water into wine. You know what I mean? Like you give him anything and he can turn it into something like super special, right? Maybe he needs some help. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not every coach is an incredible X's and O's guys and knows how to appeal to all players of any type and can get anything out of them, like turn a coal into diamond, right? You look at Pat Riley. He has a good mantra of how he preaches to his players. But look at them Lakers teams. Them Lakers teams was loaded. Now, the Knicks teams that he coached, they didn't really have that big number 2. And maybe that's the reason why they couldn't win the championship. But they had really good defensive players and they had a star. But that's part of the reason why Pat probably never got a chance to win a championship with it. And we know Pat Riley was a good coach, a great coach, right? Look at Phil Jackson. He had great defensive players and he had Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan never won without Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen never won without Michael Jordan. So the point is, maybe you need to have a really good, talented team in order to succeed. Like Boston won the championship last year. We already know, like top to bottom, Boston is a really good defensive team. Like for the fact that they're so good offensively when they come to play, they're really good defensively. Not every team can say that. Maybe that's why they won the championship. Anyway, that's all I'm trying to say, guys. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I get frustrated with Tibbs too. But all I'm saying is this is probably the best team Tibbs has ever coached as far as talent wise. And I know it's not top to bottom, it's really top heavy. It's the starters, but still, it's the best starting group he's ever had. And they're really talented. So, maybe this is why we're seeing a better coaching Tibbs, because he's got better weapons to use. I don't know. We'll see. I'm with him though. He's here. All right, let me keep going. Jay Chosen is in the building. What up, Jay? Thank you for being a member of the SKF Army. It's MF and go time. Let's get it. Peace and blessings to the fam. Same to you, my guy. Andio says, Knicks fans, if you're loving the content, make sure to give that like button, to click, subscribe to the channel, relax, and soak in the experience. Facts. David Smith is in the building. He says, great wins, but series. Oh, wait, great wins, but series far from over. Knicks have blown 2-0 leads before, and Celtics have had their worst shooting performances of the year and barely lost both games playing without Porzingis. That's fair. That's a fair point. I hear you on that. So yes, the Knicks can't continue to go down 20 points and think they're going to win these games. I would say that the Knicks need to come out and have better first quarters. They need to continue what they've been doing in the second half, because that's money, right? But they got to have at least one good quarter in the first half. Whether it be the first or the second, doesn't matter, but I would prefer if they came out good in the first, right? Set the tone early. Especially that puts more pressure on Boston. Even though Boston is battle tested, they should be fine. But still, that's what you do. You try to put the pressure on the team early so they can start to press a little bit. Makes it a little bit more difficult. Salute to Ron in the chat. Put some respect on Cat's name. Knicks need to get Cat more involved in the offense. Otherwise, offense not running optimally and things unnecessarily more difficult. Okay. I mean, that's fair, but I think that they should just continue to do what they just did in game 2, because Cat was very involved in game 2. So I think they should just continue to do what they did in game 2. That worked. Yeah. So, I mean, I agree with that, David. Okay. Sha Powers is in the building. Salute. What's going on, Sha? Thank you for tuning in as always. That's one half of Knicks Real Talk. Please show Knicks Real Talk some love if you haven't already. Go like, comment, and subscribe. All the good stuff. You know how we do. Shout out to Wolverines 1986. Hello all, and Brunson, Mr. Clutch, we trust. We got this. Oh, speaking of that, shout out to my guy Steven at Baka Back Pages. Always with the fly drip. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get a little picture of the drip. What's the drip going on today? Hold on, guys. Things moving a little slow here. Okay, here we go. Look at the drip. If I can get the drip. There it is. Oh, look at that. Huh? New York presents Nick Set, Nick Lamatic Community, Nick Set in the building. Let's go. Shout out to my guy Steven at Baka Back Pages for always coming with that hot fire. If y'all haven't checked out Baka Back Pages, please do. He's got great designs. He has pop-up shops where you can go in person and pick it up in the city, or you can order online. Just go to the Baka Back Pages website, which you can also find on Twitter as well, or X, whatever you want to call it. And I'll put a link to Baka Back Pages up there. Just give me a second. Let me do that. Really good dude. All right, here's the link. Get that drip going, man. All right. Joey Rip 'em Up Sports is in the building. What up, SKF fam? Shout out to you, Joey. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Today should be a fun day, I hope. Shout out to my guy Marlon Khan. What up, Marlon? How you doing, man? Always good to see you. He said we have to be careful not to come out with low energy, else we'll get embarrassed. I agree with you 100%. That's why I said, you know what, coming out the gate fast and furious in that first quarter, controlled, but come to play is a good thing, and just keep doing what they've been doing in the second half, and I think they can get this game. Thank you for the super chat. You know what it is. Appreciate you, NYC B-Ball 08. Said Knicks World must win. I'm with you. I think this is a must-win game, guys. It's always a must-win when you're playing a really good team. Knicks are the underdog in this, right? So every game is a must-win, in my opinion. Why basketball is in the building? Shout out to you. Said this is a big day for Knicks. They need to treat it like game 7 for real. I agree with you. I think they need to come out there and treat every game like it's game 7, because the thing is, you are playing a Boston Celtic team that is a previous champion. They won last year, and they are they just one little hot streak away from getting going. You want to keep them down as much as you can, right? Because they're gonna catch fire at points. But if you can put your foot on their neck a little bit, just making more, pressure impact for them, so they can't get a lot of big runs going. Maybe they get many runs, 8-point run, 10-point run, but no big runs, right? Just keep them at bay and try to keep putting pressure on them, keep scoring, keep doing what you've been doing, and don't fall into the 3-point trap that the Celtics have fell into. Because what happens is, that's the one thing I worry about, guys. If the Celtics come out bombing away and they're hitting shots, the Knicks are going to go down a little bit. They may feel forced to fire back at them by shooting threes the same way Boston's doing it. That would be a mistake. You might try to hit a 3 here and there when you got the open shot, but you can't try to bomb away with Boston. Boston's a better 3-point shooting team right now at this moment. We were that type of team in the first couple of months of the season, but we're not right now. We just don't hit the 3-point shots at that same clip unless everybody's hot, and you don't know that yet until the game starts, right? So I would definitely try to stay away from fighting fire with Boston. What you need to do is hit the threes when they're open, but continue to put pressure on them in the paint, because those points count, right? Yeah, Boston can be up, for every 2 points we get, they're going to go up an extra point. But it's much better to be in a game where you're down 9 or something like that, because Boston just hit a few more threes than you, than comparatively try to bomb away and hit threes and miss them. And then it's like 3 points each time to the Knicks putting up 0 points each time. And then the lead is like 20 something. And then you're like, oh, we'll see you in game 4. No, we don't want to do that. So yeah, I think the Knicks have to be very smart about how they play against Boston today. Very smart, because I'm telling you, Boston is going to try to bomb away. And if they don't, then, that you have to be mindful of too, because Boston may say, you know what, we've been taking too many threes. Let's cut it down. Let's put the ball in the paint. Let's draw fouls. And the refs may be on their side, so the Knicks have to be ready for that too. But that's okay, because that's not the game they've been playing all year. That will make them more of like an average team type when they're just playing, under inside the 3-point line. So either way, the Knicks have to be mindful though. But I think they have a game plan set up that they'll be okay. They just have to execute offensively, because you can't not score points against the Boston Celtics in every game of a 7-game series and think you're going to win. At some point, you got to put up points. Shout out to King Ribby in the building. What up? He says, salute everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. By the way, hey, Ron, what's in your cup this morning? Well, today, because I got my foofy on, you know how I be with the foofy coffee. Hey, listen, I got pinky up, man. Don't judge me. Today we drinking butter pecan Rican. Butter pecan. Sorry, it's not butter pecan Rican. Sorry. Wu-Tang. Little cream is what it is. All right. What else we got going on? Double D's in the building. I figured it out. David Smith. Okay, it's actually Carl Anthony Towns. David Smith is his burner account. Maybe. I don't know. Shout out to Arthur, Sunny Breeze, Noel, Uncle Ron, Mitch is the king, Nixon 4. Oof. I don't know about that one, but I like it. I don't know, though, Arthur. I don't know. That'd be great. Look, all I want, to be honest with you guys, all I want is for the Knicks to win today. If the Knicks can win today and go up 3-0, Celtics get game 4. I don't care. Let's close them out in game 5. And if not, game 6. I'm not saying I want it to go there, but I'm just saying winning today would be huge. Huge. So that's all I'm like, can we get this one? Because that will really put the pressure on them. And then I don't care about shutting up the haters. It'll shut up the haters. That I know, but I just want them to win today and really put the pressure on them. Because I think that gives the Knicks an advantage. Because I'm telling you guys, you cannot take a team for granted, and because if Boston wins today, it's 2-1, right? So it's not pressure. The Knicks are still in the driver's seat, but you start to know that it's still a series. But then what happens if Boston wins the next game? Then it's 2-2. Now there's pressure on the Knicks. So I don't want that. I'd rather them play comfortable from a point of being in the driver's seat. You know what I mean? Against a good team, that's how you deal with that. If they were favored, then it is what it is, because you know that you're favored, so you have the ability to turn it on and do what you got to do when you got to do it. But when you're playing a team that is favored, you need to be in the driver's seat as much as you can. Rome Far Rock in the building. Good afternoon, family. Salute to you. Thank you for being a member of the Still Knicks Fans Army. SKF in the building, baby. Knicks will be 2025-26 champs in the building. Member of the SKF Army. What's going on? Brooklyn Butch is in the building. What up, Brooklyn? Hope you're doing well. All right, let me breeze through here, guys, so we can get it going. Wesley Robinson is in the building. What up, Wesley? Said, good afternoon, brother. I'm checking in from Strong Island, New York. Paul Pierce and the rest of the delusional media are sick. Let's put them on a respirator today. I want a 30 and a 20 from Cat. Ooh, that would be nice. We get that. Oh, man, I don't know. That would be great. I mean, even if we get a 25 and 15, I'll be happy. Shout out to Nick Yak in the building. What up, Nick Yak? Said Knicks centers outplaying Celtics centers. Knicks point guard playing better, and McBride and Mitch are bench outplaying Boston bench no matter how many points. That's fair. So far, that's been the case. Let me see here. Tori B's in the building. Let's go, Tori. Said, preach, Ron. This is exactly what I've been saying. It's so irritating. It's all Boston just missing shots. Yeah, I know. Like the Knicks haven't been playing defense. Like, come on, man. Crazy. Nostalgic Nick is in the building. What's going on? Good to see you. Fire. Joey Rip 'em Up Sports says, Ron, but it's the end of games. That's when we get going. Yeah, I know, but that's the problem. You can't keep doing that in every game and think it's going to work. It's going to come back to bite you, because Boston has fallen into the Knicks trap of what we want to do on defense in those times. They're going to make an adjustment eventually. They're too good not to. So you got to make an adjustment as well. You can keep playing that way in the fourth quarter and turning on the defense and all that stuff, but you got to do something earlier in the game so you're not down, right? The first half matters. Knicks can't be a second half team and think that that's the only way it's going to work. You got to do something in the first half. Against a good team like Boston, it just won't work. You know, we can't forget who Boston is, y'all. This is not your average team. Let me see here. Okay, I'm breezing through. E. Gibson is in the building. What up, E. Gibson? Said we need a good start and a strong. That's what I'm saying. That's what we need. A good start, and a strong finish. Feed Cat and try to get their bigs in foul trouble. So that's exactly what I'm looking for, E. Gibson. That's what I've been saying. Shout out to Kareem Grant in the building. What up, Kareem? A member of the SKF Army. Salute to you, my guy. And then let me see here. Who else we got? Ivory 10 is in the building. What up, Ivory? It's about time Knicks Nation appreciated Mitch. All that offseason yapping went much further than injuries. Give it up to the big boy. That's fair. Listen, all I can say about Mitch is when Mitch is healthy, Mitch affects the game. That's it. I got nothing else to say. I'm not worried about Mitch. When Mitch is healthy, I know he's going to do something out there. We've seen it already. He's been here. This is like his 5th or 6th year. Like, so I'm not even questioning that. That I know. Let me see. Shout out to Randu in the building. Said salute Ron. Pressure bust pipes. Facts. That's what we need to keep putting pressure on them. Now more than ever, because that's the good thing about the Knicks treating this like it's a must win in a game 7. It doesn't allow Boston to just coast through and do whatever they want to get back in the series. They're going to have to fight. And that's another reason why you make a series. That's the part of the reason why when teams go down 3-0 or 3-1 and all that, it's like very tough for them because the other team has to continue to play hard to make them fight for every single game. It takes a lot out of the other team to try to get back into the series. So Knicks got to play it like it matters, 100%. Shout out to my guy Ala Wise. Peace, Ron. Peace, chat. Salute. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Kerry Cox is in the building. What up, Kerry? Good to see you, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Sports Jedi Network. My guy Kev is in the building. It's a huge and exciting game today. We all rallying ready. Rallying and ready to root our behinds off today. Take a stranglehold on the Celtics. Go Knicks. Still Knicks fans. Salute Ron in the chat. Salute to you, my guy. Hey, and guys, listen. Tune in to Kev and Sports Jedi Network. You can watch him on the playback as well. I already told you guys in the past. Kev does a great job of doing play-by-play. I mean, and if you want to listen to something other than Doris Burke or whoever's calling the game, I would go listen to Kev, man, rather than Doris, hater, fake New Yorker, whatever she is. Let me see here. Corey Lindsay in the building. Say, hey, Ron, salute, love you, bro. Hey, love you, Corey. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you as always, brother. Let me see. All right, I'm breezing through, guys. Shout out to D-Ras in the building. Operation Shock and Awe continue. That's what we got to do. The Knicks are shocking the NBA and they're shocking the world. The world is watching. Mets, Knicks fans, let's go. Salute Ron in the chat. Take this series. Let Cat cook, JB, and Mitch. Yeah, and that's another thing, too. I already talked about the fact that the Knicks have not been playing that great offensively as a team. But the other thing, just silently, Cat hasn't really had a chance to go off. If Cat goes off and Brunson goes off in the same game, Boston's in trouble. Boston's in trouble. They haven't had that either. All right, sorry guys, almost to the end. I'm just breezing through here. Just want to give everybody a shout out. Shoquan is in the building. What up? Appreciate you, my guy. Says salute Ron the Don. Knicks Real Talk. My guy Divine is in the building. Listen, hey, I told y'all, man, go show Divine and Shaw Knicks Real Talk some love, man. Did I steer y'all wrong? Did I tell you how Divine and Shaw get y'all ready for the Knicks games with the positivity and champion our Knicks team, right? I'm not gonna tell you no lies, man. They get you right, get you ready. And I think they're doing their pregame today at 2:30. So go show them some love and check them out. Watch it for the pregames, the recaps, all that. Hey, where you been, brother? Luke Skywalker Visions in the buildings and in the burner we trust. Salute. Yeah, man. I don't think I've been seeing you that much lately. Hope you've been doing good, bro. Let me read this because I'm with you on this. Tori B says, I hope it's real Knicks fans in the building at MSG today because I priced them tickets and they were insanely high. $2,000 for the rafters. I was tempted though. Good sense took over. Smart. You got the best ticket in the house in your home. Yeah, no, I hope so too, man. Listen, that's the only bad thing about New York, and I wish like that would be the one thing that always bothers me about the game at Madison Square Garden. They're always sold out. It's always a celebrity thing. And then all these freaking fake New York fans start to come out because they know the Knicks is one of the hottest tickets. They're up 2-0. They play in Boston. You know what I mean? Like, then you got all these people that just have the money to pay for a ticket to go to the game because the Knicks are hot right now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand that. And it stinks because there's diehard fans that would love to be there to root for their team. And they're priced out. It's a shame. But thank goodness, and thank goodness there's these watch parties that people are throwing at different bars and restaurants and stuff. But I will say, in fairness, shout out to the Knicks for putting on watch parties. When the team is away. But yeah, but like, what about when they're at home? The home cooking, the home love, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It's never gonna change. Madison Square Garden is a beast all on its own. You know what I mean? So that's just a fact. Knicks will be 2025 and 26 champs, says Brunson, and Hart said they're going to play like the series is 0-0. The problem is Boston won't. Interesting. Hey, Margaret Edwards is in the building. She says, hi, chat and Ron. Let's go, Margaret. Tori B says, feed Cat early. They can't stop him. I agree with that. With you on that. New Knicks City and squad in the building. What's going on? Salute, Ron. SKF fan. We going 3-0 today. Brooms out. Book it. I like it. I like it. And shout out to the Organic Fanatics podcast. Shout out to everybody, man. All my guys over there. Machete, Two Shots, New Knicks, and Raul. Salute to everybody, man. Go show them some love. The Organic Fanatics podcast, y'all. My 2 cents in the building. Salute, fam. Sports Jedi Cap says, one game, one possession, one quarter, one half at a time. Win each one, and look back. Don't put don't put horse before the chart. Let's go Knicks. I like that. Yeah, no, you got to do that. That makes a lot of sense, man. Take it one quarter, one half, everything at a time. Yep. Hey, Raul in the building. Organic Fanatics Show. Salute to SKF Ron in the chat. OG big game today. Loading. I like it. Nostalgic Knicks in the building. What's going on, Nostalgic? Said Ron G. Malik Shabazz is in the building. Salute Knicks Nation. Fourth God Shabazz in Jersey in the building. Salute. Let's go. Jay Boogie, the closer in the building, said November. I told you I was reserved for club quarters in June. Then reminded you all again in January. Yo, I can't stay in May. I'm in June. Salute. 3 capital S's. Let's go, Jay Boogie. M. Gene is in the building. What up, M. Gene? Yo. Okay, I think I'm finally at the bottom, y'all. Sorry. But I wanted to show everybody some love today, especially we got a 3:30 start for the Knicks game. I want to give everybody, all y'all some love, man. Mets 21-28 in the building. Salute, Unc. What's going on, Mets? Josh, a.k.a. Uncle Julio in the building. Josh says supply and demand. Okay. All right, Josh. Shout out to Green in the building. Said it's important for the Knicks to come out strong and not start the game sloppy, especially at home where they have not performed well this postseason. Facts. That's facts. Shout out to Linda Hernandez, tuned in on Facebook. What's going on, Linda? Let's go. Good to see you. And thank you to Urian, my guy. What's going on? Martinez, liking on Facebook, and Lena Franklin. Let's go, Lena. Shout out to everybody tuned in on X. Appreciate you guys, and also those who are here on YouTube. We got over 145 people tuned in. Appreciate y'all. Please smash that like button if you haven't already done so for the show. It costs you nothing, but it helps so much. You know what I mean? And if you forgot what it looks like, it looks a little something like this. Yes. Thank you. All right. Let me put that link out there. Oh, man. I'm excited, man. We're not that far away. 12:40, 3 hours away or so. Something like that. 4 hours, whatever. Time flies, y'all. Woo-wee. Luna Jean in the building. Let's go. Member of the SKF Army. I just said what's up to her, and she's coming in hot on both places. Appreciate you. Jim Boy, the guys in the building. Salute. Thank you for tuning in, showing love. Appreciate you. All right, I got a couple people backstage. Let me change my setup here. Give me a second. Still trying to work these presets. I mean, I got to tell you, I appreciate StreamYard for doing what they're doing, but it ain't perfect. It is just not perfect. I like it though. It's good, but not where it needs to be. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Hey, okay, let me let them load in. All right. Shout out to Travel Vibes in the building. Salute, Ron. Peace and chat. It's actually 3 hours away. Am I wrong? Oh, it's 12:41, 12, 1, 2. You ain't living live, B. I'm too excited, B. I don't know where I'm at. Appreciate you. And King Sinitis in the building. Salute, Ron. It's Sintis. Why I said that? It's Sintis. Let's go Knicks because B is in the building. BC is in the building. Salute to the Queen and MBK fam. Hey man, appreciate you, man. All right. Oh man, we got a full squad today. We are rocking and rolling. Look at all these Knicks fans. Let's go, baby. We're gonna win this game, and then DJ Khaled is gonna say
another one.
That's all we want to hear. That's it. All right, let me bring everybody up here. Let me get my can't even use these presets. I got too many people rocking and rolling right now. All right. What up, Corey?
What up, bro?
Good to see you, my guy.
Always blessed to see you.
All right. What up, Mets?
Hey, man.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much.
Juan, what's up, brother?
Yeah, you already know.
Jay Chosen in the building.
Indeed. SKF in the morning, tune in the afternoon. Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go.
How we doing?
Powers. What's going on? Knicks Real Talk.
Glad to see all these real Knicks fans right here. All these guys that I see on the screen right now, real Knicks fans, and I'm glad to be on the show with you guys. Salute.
Yes, sir. Let me bring my guy here. I saved him for last because you know what? He is a very busy man. I told y'all before about him. And, you know, I know there's some new people that might have joined my channel since he's been here. Shout out to my guy from Sports Jedi Network, Mr. Kev himself. I told you guys before, Kev is, like I said, if you want to watch the Knick game, you don't want to listen to Doris and all these other yo-yos calling the play-by-play.
Yo-yos.
Tune into playback. My guy Kev, man, he does a really good job. Like I said, sometimes I'll be at work and I can't watch the game. I'll go tune into Kev. I used to do it. He's got playback, so it's even better, right?
We do the same thing with Uncle Freeze.
Exactly. Shout out to Uncle Freezy and Florence Tears as well. I just give Kev a different set of love because he actually is doing play-by-play. You know, he's calling everything, which is, let me tell you, so I've done it for about a quarter. It takes a lot out of you, man. Calling every play, like, oh my God, and then this guy, oh boy, bang!
You know what I give the most props to?
I know the feeling.
You know what I give the most props to?
Trust me, Ron. I know the feeling when I'm doing baseball. I'm doing baseball.
I'm sorry. I hear you. Go ahead, Matt. Finish that, and I want to hear what Jay said.
Believe me, I know the feeling. I get a bit overtaxed when I'm doing baseball or wrestling calls.
I bet you do. No, I can imagine. And Jay, what were you going to say?
I love that voice. You got the good voice for it. What I was gonna say is I give a lot of props to the color analysts, man. I really do, man. The people who do the play-by-plays and the people that surround them, they really make the game. But I gotta give it to one day I was listening to on the radio. I don't know how hockey play-by-play people do it.
It's
Shemanovich coming down, and there's Bushevich hitting from the Kananovich with the. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
And hockey is like this, B. Let's back. Yeah,
right.
It's crazy.
It's much more fast.
And they from Lithuania. They're from Transylvania. They're from.
I hear you. And this is, by the way, I'm sorry. This is the longest intro ever, but he deserves it. I'm not done, so that's why I couldn't just bring him up. Also, outside of the play-by-play, it's the Sports Jedi Network for a reason, because it really is a network. You know, like he's got some quirky, nerdy stuff on there for people who are into different things, right? But then he's got all these other sports. It's not just Knicks. You know, he covers baseball. He covers football, I believe. I'm not sure. I think he covers football too. He covers wrestling. So Mets, I don't know. I told you before about him. I don't know if you checked out his channel, but you know, I know you're into wrestling big, and so are they. They actually had I don't even watch wrestling like that, and I'm definitely not that into it to watch, like, you know, some of the like the lower level wrestlers that aren't like on the big main stage, TV stage. They're into everything. And he had a wrestler on the other day. I think he did it with his son. I'm not sure. She was a female. I don't know. She had red hair, I think. I don't know. I was just like, oh, whoa, this is dope. So he has everything, man. He got everything going on. So let me just bring him up here. Let me not wait anymore. Kev, my guy. What up, buddy?
May the sports be with you. May the Knicks be with you. What up, panelists? What up, Still Knick Fan Nation? And my host, my guy, Ron, who gives us the love each and every time. And by the way, I do hockey calls as well. You guys, Jay Boogie, who Jay Boogie did a great introduction video. We couldn't use it this year because our Rangers didn't make the postseason. So I do the play-by-play as well as the hockey, and I love it. I enjoy doing it because when I do the watch-alongs, you guys are going to watch the games anyway. And sometimes you're alone, and sometimes you want to have that conversation with someone, and you can't. So come on to the channel, on the chat. You're gonna get acknowledged. You want to come up. You're gonna interact. And if you watch it alone, your cat or your dog is gonna look at you like a maniac, lick his beard behind, and walk away. So come on over to the channel and have the conversation with us. I'll leave all the posts and pregame to all you guys because there's a lot of bread on the table, so we can all eat from. So that's why I don't want to do pregame, postgame. I could, but that's for you. That's for you guys. I enjoy listening to your conversations. And man, Ron, I'm excited. Game 3. Are we going to take this? Are we going to put that stranglehold on this team?
I hope so, man. I mean, this is the time, right? Like we have been waiting. The as a Knicks fan, we've been waiting for the moment that we can really see our team go out there and represent. And quite honestly, we haven't been in a great position to do it. As much as because as fans, we watch our team. We know it's next man up, all this stuff. We want to go out there and win no matter what. But let's be realistic here. It's not great to go out there when you can't put your best foot forward. When you're going out there with a hurt roster, you got 3 guys hurt, you got another guy out for the season, right? Or maybe your team isn't as good and your best player just got hurt, so he's coming back and he's playing hurt. This is the best opportunity and the best chance we've had to go out there and do something. We are, knock on wood, you know what I'm going to say. I ain't going to even say it, but we are the best we've been in a long time. So now's the time to get some stuff done. We already took a 2-0 lead on the defending champions. And let me tell you something. The one thing I love about this Knicks team is they don't care that Boston's the defending champions. They're Boston. They're just another team because they know that they're a good team. They may not play like it all the time, but the Knicks know that they're just as good as all of these teams in the NBA. And that's what I love. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. Because if they didn't believe that, they couldn't win these games. If they didn't believe that, they couldn't come back from down 20 in 2 games. No way. If they didn't believe that they could do it and they were just as good as these teams, they would not be able to pull that off. So shout out to them for the belief in themselves, and we got to keep having the same belief in them. And I think today we can go up 3-0. What do you think, Corey? 3-0 today or what?
What? Not what I think, is what I know. And it's a rap. It's your rapper's favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like the cling rap you up type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's over. It's the start of the ending. Good night, Irene. However you want to say it. Bye-bye. Pack them up. Send them back up there with their cream pies, clam chowder, baked beans, lobster rolls, Spencer for hire, the equalizer, all that good stuff.
Corey,
I'll holler at y'all next season.
That was great.
Only the old people know this one. Sorry, guys.
My bad. Oh,
Love it.
no, it's not. Oh, my bad.
Let me ask somebody who I know it's not always you don't always feel good about it, but Mets, how do you feel? What are you thinking?
This is the 4th time. This is the 2nd time back-to-back years in a round where we've had a 2-0 advantage. 93-94, both times was against the Bulls in the conference finals and semifinals. We lost all 4 to Chicago in the 92-93 postseason, but we managed to go the distance and finish with a win in all 7 against Chicago, and then we competed again against Indiana that same year. Last year, injuries bit us in the ass, and we lost all 7 to Indiana despite the 2 advantage. Ran because Philadelphia's a bunch of cheats. This time, we're fully healthy, and it's Boston who's on the back foot. But if the Indiana-Cleveland game I kept tabs on last night is anything to talk about, anything to use as an outlier, Boston's not going down without a fight today.
All right. No, I agree. Boston is, look, as I don't care what we say, guys, Boston is a defending champion. Boston has had a great year again this year. They are not going to not come to play today. They're going to come to play. And I told, the fact that they have the best road record in the NBA says a lot. And the fact that they kind of choked it up in the second game. So the first game was like an outlier, right? Oh yeah, they didn't take him seriously. That second game, they were trying to win, and they did the same thing. So they choked in that second game. This third game, now they're away from Boston. They don't have the home fans looking at them like they let them down. They're gonna come out to play today. They're gonna have a little bit more fire in their belly. So the Knicks better be prepared. Jay Chosen, what's your thoughts?
Go.
Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
What did you girl say?
Let's go Knicks.
That's right. All right. That's my youngest and her friend screaming, "Let's go Knicks." We all gonna watch it. Would love you too, baby. Be safe. Call me. All right. Gotta be a dad before I'm a fan first and foremost.
I hear
All right,
that.
number one. I think it's going it not to be delusional, right? I think that it's going to be a war, right? I said this the other day to be funny, but I really feel this Knicks team does its best work when their back is against the wall. I don't know why. But I mean, take it from the first two games. Give us a negative 20-point handicap, and we'll find a way to win the game. Let us go up 20, and we'll find a way to have a horrible third quarter. So I think we need to have a very consistent game. A very consistent game. I really believe that if we are within anywhere, I say by like 10, 12 points difference, I would like to stick with 10 at halftime. And if we're by anywhere between 8 and 12 by the third quarter, down, up, either way, we win this game. I think that having that magic to go down 20 points 3 straight games is asking them a bit much.
True.
You know what I mean? You know, and so not to say they can't do it, but we already, I don't know if you know this, but we already in this playoff series period have had the most, I think it's the most comeback victories, most point differential comeback victories in the entire thing. 7th game comeback. We already were there, and we're hardly a quarter way through the entire thing. And I'm definitely going to check my man out because I'm a huge Ranger fan. They're supposed to be playing 2 right now, by the way. But anyway, that's a different story.
I know.
Texas
Yeah,
Rangers.
brother. Yeah, but it's good. I see. This is why I love coming on to, you know, this show, man. You meet people, and that's how your networking is. Networking is the key to life. You know what I mean? It's the key to life. But building blocks, the key to life. So, listen, man. I believe that they put in that good work. Mitch has been playing really, really, really well. They don't have the perimeter anymore. OG and Mikhail don't have to double team anymore as much as they used to. I would like to see a solid point scoring game from Mikhail, but I really do believe that we could take them, and I don't think that if we going down 20 points again, that you know it's very hard to do. So solid game, 30 assists or more to me personally, and hit those free throws. They gotta hit the free throws. Period.
Very good.
They're free. Like and subscribe is free. So is a free throw. Gotta make them. All
right. I'm with you on that. Before I get to Shaw and then back to Kev, Mr. Sports Jedi himself, let me just say a quick shout out once again to the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We appreciate the love. We're on the road to 5K. Thank you for, you know, all the love and support. Shout out to my guy, I am Jarrell in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. You know, a contributor to NBK, a big contributor to Dope Soul Sports Talk, and also the host of the Die Hard Giants podcast. Please show him some love if you haven't already checked him out. He says, salute. This needs to be treated like a game 7. It's a must win. I agree 100%. Hold on. Shout out to L, damn it, in the building. Let's go, L. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Pew, 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 pew. That's right. She says, pew, pew. Salute to everyone in the chat and the panel. Good to see you. Who else we got here? We got the queen herself, Dope Soul Sports Talk, Steph in the building. What's going on, Steph? Shout out to you. And Steph is another one, man. Our Knicks community is pumping the quality content, quality videos out. Steph has been doing her normally scheduled stuff. She's been doing Queen's Court on Mondays, I believe. She's been doing Dope Soul Sports Talk on like Wednesdays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I don't know the whole schedule. Then she's doing early morning shows. She's doing lunchtime shows on other days. I'm like, wow, like, people are working hard. So shout out to you, Steph. And she's doing all this from a remote location. She ain't even in her home location. I think she's back now or this weekend. But yeah, she's been doing all this with, as she says, spotty internet, just trying to continue to give out quality, even though she wasn't home. So shout out to you, Steph, for doing everything. She says, salute to the chat. 3-0 today. Let's go. Yes. All right. Appreciate you, Steph. JJ47K is in the building. Salute to you. Thank you for being here as always. And let me see. Okay, I think I got everybody who might have jumped in right now. I just want to give everybody some love, man. We don't get a chance to do it all the time because we do have content and stuff we got to get through. But today is a day of love celebration. Knicks are up 2-0, possibly going up 3-0. Why not? Why not show everybody some love? All right. Appreciate you guys. All right. Sha, what's your feeling, man? What you think? 3-0 today? How you liking it? How you feeling?
I've been saying this for a little bit of time, and I think all of us as Knicks fans know this to be a fact. This team that we have right now was contrived to be playing Boston, and more than likely it was supposed to be this year to be playing them in the finals this year. Unfortunately or fortunately, we Cleveland excelled and took first position, and now we see them in the semifinals. Even with that being said, this team was made to go up against Boston, and it showed. The last two games, we haven't had our A game. We haven't really, controlled anything. Got better in certain categories, but haven't really controlled the game. Just steady defense, steady dive of defense against this team that we usually have good games against. And another thing that I noticed about this team, if you don't know this team by now, this is a closing team. That's the word that everybody's been saying recently, but we all here on this channel been saying closing. This team can close some games. These guys, you keep it close. These guys can win. You don't go to sleep on this guy. We playing the West Coast. You stay up because they may come back and win. These guys are like that. And we've seen it. Tonight, I believe, in my fandom, I believe that we're going to see the game that we've been missing from Cat and Brunson and OG and Matteo and Josh Hart, and pick up two players from the bench, like get an 8-8 from Mitchell Robinson and a 14-point game from Deuce McBride, and take this game tonight. I want them to take this game tonight. This is not a game to win. This is a game to take. We at home. We got the advantage. We got home court advantage. We got the crowd, the 6 man in the building that's paying about $500 for nosebleed seats all the way at the top. We need all of them people, plus all of us, to get behind our crew, send all the sway and motion and all that stuff to this crew tonight, because if they take a win tonight, what can anybody else say? And I don't want everybody to think that just because we have to win this game tonight, we don't win this game tonight, we still got another game at home. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I don't think I'm thinking that it may be a split at home. I want this game though. I want it to be so much pressure. All this hoopla talking about the Knicks can't do this. Oh, it was an off game. Oh, this game didn't shoot good. Ron, one of the biggest things that you did for me today is show that 4-minute clip in the beginning of defense that the Knicks have been playing in these series. That defense is incredible, man. It's been getting us back in the games. And with that said, we have not had a prolific field goal percentage plus a 3-point percentage and hitting free throws all throughout the game with hitting 30 assists a night. We haven't had one of those games yet, but we grit and grind every win that we had out. And I think tonight is the night that everybody comes to the Garden. And instead of everybody go, yo, we're going to the Garden tonight, yo, we got to get up for the Garden. I think tonight is like, yo, we at the Garden tonight, yo. We early. We can get these guys out of here and have everybody go to cookouts and eat later and have a drink. Let's get it tonight. I'm ready. I'm amped. I'm ready. Let's get it.
I'm with you, Sha. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Shaw. This is what it's about, man. This is about the city coming together, us repping our squad, us knowing that everybody counts us out. But guess what? All the Knicks do is show and prove. Yeah, we know they're the Jekyll and Hyde Knicks. They go up and down with it sometimes, but you know what? Right now they come into play, and we hope they keep it going. We're gonna root for them and be behind them no matter what. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. Let me bring in Juan. Hold on, Juan. I got you right after this. Kev, you know, I know you brought it up. You feel good about it. What do you think the Knicks need to do in order to make it happen? Is there anything that you think they need to do differently, or should they be playing the exact same way?
No, I'm going to piggyback what Shai was saying. You know, we haven't played our best game as a whole entire unit. There's always room for improvement, and we're up 2-0. So you have to be really encouraged the way this team is played. I've been saying this on our channel for a while. I didn't want the Knicks to gel early in December when they were playing uber well. Here's one thing I'm noticing with the Knicks. They're gelling with their defense assignments, either not fighting over the screen, staying one-on-one, not overcommitting with the switching. When they do it, they're picking the right person to hit the three-point shot where they're missing a lot. Either they're rushing or they're not in rhythm to hit those three-point shots. So the Knicks doing a good job gelling. Also, here's another point where they're learning how to gel. Karl-Anthony Towns was a number 1 option in Minnesota. Now he's learning how to be either 1B or a 2, even sometimes a 3. Mikal Bridges was a number 1 with the Brooklyn Nets. He's not learning how to be a scorer, but he's being an impactful defensive player on the floor. Also, OG Anunoby, knowing his potential, not overdoing, not overstepping or coloring outside the line, staying within the Knicks content. And I got to give credit. I've ridiculed a lot of the assistant coaches on the Knicks team. I'm seeing Rick Brunson on the sideline communicating, talking. Also, the other coaches. You know, I even saw Mo Cheeks actually got up and had a conversation. You know,
I remember you saw that. Yeah.
So I even mentioned that. So I always watch those little because this is one thing I love about doing the playback, and not to put the playback over too much. But when they go on a commercial break, they stay in the arena. Now, and then we joke around with what's going on with the T-shirt contest and all that stuff. But I like to watch the coaches and watch those little details. Like they say, the devil's is in the details. I'm seeing that the communication on the next level. It looks like everyone's invested from coaching to players, and they're hungry to want to do and shock the world. They're hearing the negative from all the outside media, and when the Knicks are against the world or people count them out, that's when they'll say, "Hold my beer. We're going to make this." Eat their words, and I've said this before. When the Knicks are favorite, they seem to lose like a little bit of an edge. When people count them out, they take that edge on. And I think as Knicks fans, that embattles the heart of the New York City and the city and everyone that when you think we're counted out, no, this is when we excel. And I think the Knicks tonight, this afternoon, I think they win this game. I've said this on my chat. I was more nervous for Detroit series than the Boston series. And maybe call me arrogant, delusional, cocky, but I was like, I'm not worried too much with the Celtics. I've called this Celtics. I've called this earlier before the series started. I was like, I'm not really too worried about the Celtics. They're the defending world champions. All this stuff and all. They shoot the threes. You live and die by the three. They got to get uber hot. Porzingis is now. We don't know what kind of illness he is. The injuries. You know, they're putting excuses for Tatum's wrist. Brown is his knee. The excuses are piling up. To me, they have let the tracks for excuses and kind of knowing that the Knicks might shock the world. So tonight, my confidence level, I'm at a 9 that the Knicks are going to win this game. I just don't feel they're going to the Garden. They're going to play a great game at the Garden. They're going to be energized. The crowd is going to be up. They're going to withstand a little bit of the run for the Celtics. But I think this team showed it on the road. And right now, they remember the core is still here from last year. When Brunson and Hart came out and greeted the fans and felt that they let them down, they're not going to let this happen at the Garden, ladies and gentlemen. So I am uber confident that they're going to win here game 3.
I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Very good. Shout out to Wiz BKLA. He said the Celtics have been playing like Ron Dantes. I call it the choking style. Let's get the broom out. Oh, I love you, Wiz. Oh, man. You know, in essence, they've been playing like how you sing. You know what I mean? The choking style. Oof. That on my ears. But anyway, whatever. I hear you, Wiz. Appreciate you. before I get over to Juan, Kev said something that we have kind of alluded to before in reference to, and this goes back to the Knicks defense once again. It's another little thing that's been going on that the Knicks are not getting credit for. That the Boston media in general, and the Boston fans, obviously. I mean, I get it. If this was the Knicks, right, and we were the favored team and we were down 0-2, I would probably be the same way. I wouldn't be giving Boston any credit either. But that's from the fans. The media is different. The media should be, objective. They should be giving credit. They should understand that it's not just that the Boston's not shooting well, that the Knicks are affecting their rhythm. So by the time they do get open shots here and there, it's not going to go in just because the rhythm is not there. And some people say this all the time in games. When somebody shoots a wide open shot, oh, he was too open. Because that does happen. Sometimes when you're too open, you miss it. You're waiting for the defense, whatever. The other thing that Kev mentioned, which we have alluded to in the past, the Knicks are not only playing defense, but their type of defense they're playing, they're forcing the ball to move around. The Celtics are still getting 3-point shots, but they're forcing the guys with the lower percentages to take the threes. For example, instead of having Jason Tatum shoot it, have Jalen Brown shoot it. Instead of having Derek White shoot it, have Drew Holiday shoot it. Or instead of having Pritchard shoot it, get Al Horford to shoot the three. Whatever it is, but it's working. So it's another little thing to keep in mind. Things it's not all like, oh, it's fugazi, like it's smoke and mirrors. There's some stuff going on here. Shout out to Walter White in the chat, a member of the SKF Army. Salute to you. Said, salute, amped up for game 3. Let's go, Knicks. Snipes Entertainment is in the building. How much is it really the Knicks defense, or are the Celtics just jacking up threes? Let me see. Prezi the boss is in the building. Says, salute SKF Army. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. Appreciate you, Prezi. Let's go. I am Jarrell says there's not a team on this planet that should be able to beat us at home today. Not after the 2 games we just had. We're going 3-0. I like it, Jarrell. I just hope that, because there is a little something to it, I just hope that the Knicks keep themselves calm and composed and just don't get too hyped, because the Garden is going to, if you guys haven't heard the Garden rocking in your life, the Garden is going to be rocking today. So I hope that the Knicks can kind of keep themselves composed, because they're human, right? They're going to go out there and they'll be like, oh, God, listen to this. Everything they do, the crowd is going to be intense. And if they go on a little run, the crowd is going to go nuts. You get hype. So you just want to hope that they start to relax. And the other thing, too, is you don't want the crowd to infuse the wrong gameplay. Like Knicks go up maybe 7-8 points. And all of a sudden, the crowd's going crazy. Guys say, "Oh, we got to start, coming down, shooting threes from half court." Like you just want them to play smart basketball. Don't be
change everything you've been doing.
Yeah. Don't take it to the next level, because we're trying to win these games. You got to be smart. You can't give these guys any opportunity to get back into the game. You got to put your foot on their necks. That's what you got to do to beat a team like that and break their soul, man. Break their soul. Like kickboxer, I break you. Anyway, but let me see. Speaking of that, somebody just said something that I will piggyback off of. Shout out to Killer Kamikaze, by the way. Says, salute Knicks family. Really hyped for today. Let's go 3-0. Put pressure on these bums. Facts. Long Island Sound said, shout out to SKF and Lawrence Tears, the only 2 that matter in the space. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. There's more. Thank y'all for letting me be me. Knicks will stand in business today. $850 to $54K ticket prices today. Okay. All right. Shout out to, I also want to shout out to, once again, to Dope Soul Sports Talk and Lawrence Tears, the conglomerate, the neighborhood. This is what we're doing. Please show love and support everybody. But also shout out to Lawrence Tears, man. They've been, they've been doing damn thing. Freezy has been back to old Freezy ways. He's like Lil Wayne back in 03 or whatever. Like, out here, he's on everybody's mixtape. He's out there in the streets now, but he's putting on a lot of content, morning, midday, nighttime, a lot of content. So both him and Steph are just killing it. So much content. It's crazy. But Please show him some love. I mean, he's grown. The subscriber numbers are flipping mad right now. It's going crazy. So please continue to show him some love. All right, now back to the regularly scheduled programming. Oh, also, guys, please, if you haven't already, join the Still Knick Fans Discord. You know what I mean? We appreciate you. You know, still new to the Discord game. We're trying to get it going, but the more you guys join, the more people we'll have, the more we can have conversations 24/7 about our Knicks and what's going on. And as I told you, I'm still trying to get everything up. I'm trying to get my score tickers and all this stuff going. I'm having a little bit of a problem with my site because I'm trying to get my new I lost the password. I'm trying to get the password back because I can't do anything until I get the password. But so I'm trying to add score tickers for, you know, Mets, Giants, Knicks stuff, so we can have more, you know, a little something to look at and talk about. But we're trying. But yeah, join the Still Knick Fans Discord today. It costs you nothing. Definitely, it's more of an option for us to be able to talk and enjoy ourselves with our team. Man, this is a great time, and why not be able to express it and show love with our fellow Knick fans? I'll put the link in the chat and link it, and I'll you know, pin it to the top for everybody. Okay, next thing up, I wanted to. Oh wait, Juan's back. All right, hold on. Let me get Juan's take real quick on today. Juan,
Hey, having some technical difficulties here.
yo, it's okay. You're all right. You're all right. So, what's your thoughts on today, man? You think we can go up 3-0?
I think it's a potential. Yeah. Especially not. I realize a lot of things that a lot of people weren't really thinking about, except for like this panel and a couple of channels. That defense, man, the way they, first of all, Mitch has been highly underappreciated for this series outside of Knicks fans. I'm being serious. He's been a plus 39. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit, but I guess, you know, us fans will do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's good that some people understand basketball and realize what they're seeing, that it's not just that the Boston is tucking up shots and they're missing shots for a reason. It's because they're Knicks defense and they're doing a lot of switching that's causing disruption of their rhythm. And they just don't, I feel like a lot of people just don't want to give credit to the Knicks because there's this Knicks hate for some reason, but I don't care. You know, that big, like I don't know who said it, you know, when we're the underdog, we play a little harder. So let's keep disrespecting the Knicks, keep us the underdog, so we keep that edge. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
It's just like it's, you know, like the switching, and they use the, I guess, I don't know if they just saw the magic formula, if that was the plan, whatever it was great adjustment. I owe Tibbs an apology. Like,
okay, that's good.
I was on the fire Tibbs, and Tibbs is not a championship coach. He just might be if he keeps this up.
And you know what? That's all that matters, right? Like, nobody should give Tibbs any more credit than he deserves or has earned. And if he earns it, he deserves it. And that's, you know, he's had a history of being a regular season coach, and in the playoffs, it hasn't always worked out. There might be other reasons to that, which I might have pointed to earlier. But the bottom line is, if he's doing it, you got to give him credit for it. That's all we want. We can't.
Right.
The bottom line is, I don't care if it's Tibbs or if it's any of the players, whatever it is. All the hate and the negative energy should go out the window, unless it's warranted. Right now, the Knicks are up 2-0 on the defending champions. They have a chance to win this series and possibly go to the next round if they can keep up what they're doing. We should all be in a good place right now. There shouldn't be any negative energy. If anything, the thing is, you should be saying to yourself, man, the Knicks are doing great. They're doing what they got to do, and they're coming to play, especially in the fourth quarter, and taking care of business. And they haven't even been playing their best basketball yet. They've still found a way to win. So
and one more thing too. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
One more thing too. What we're seeing in this series is all these teams that were picked up possibly win, those top three teams. They're all beatable. Not like there's a formula to beat them, because this is the craziest like players I ever see. I've never seen where the top teams are actually down in the series. Like all the top teams that I think are down in the series, right? One of the Nuggets up 2-1 on the Thunder. The Knicks up 2-0 on the Boston. And I think the Pacers are up 2-1 on the Cavs. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
The only one that's not where the underdog is up is Minnesota against Golden State. That one's tied, and its third game is tonight.
Right. So anybody has a potential to win this ship this year. I've never seen such parity in the league, and I think the Knicks have good a chance of anybody, especially with the way the defense is picked up. Mitch being plus 39. What?
Yeah,
this positive. This is the most hopeful I've been as Knicks fans in a long time.
So many say that this parity pattern that Adam Silver is trying to establish and wants to keep in play is also what's killing the NBA to some level, as there's no legit consistency with who can be a champion year after year after year.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good, Mets, when you think about it, because doesn't that mean that teams have anybody could win and that there's a chance? Because there was a point where people, I mean, I have close friends that stopped watching basketball because they thought everything was rigged. They watched Golden State get all types of calls, and they watched the Miami Heat get all types of calls, and then Cleveland with LeBron get all types of calls. And I'm like, I don't know. Nah, I don't believe it. So they stopped watching. So isn't it good that we're in a moment right now where anything can happen? There's a changing of the guard. You know, the old regime of the players, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, and unfortunately that Steph got hurt. But like these guys are starting to kind of phase out, and it's a next regime of we don't know who's going to be next up, but we might go through a point where any year it's anybody's game, anybody could win until we get to a point where a team really locks in and becomes like a new dynasty and learns how to win consistently. But right now it's good because, like, you know, quiet is kept. I don't want to go too far, but you know, if the Knicks beat Boston, you know, anything can happen. So you know what I mean? Like that's like we'll see. Kev, I know you gotta go. You got a bunch of shows going on today. You're gonna do the playback and all that good stuff for the Knick game and all that, man. Say what you will on your way out and plug the shows.
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for everyone having me, allowing me to conversate with you guys here on this panel. Ron, always supporting, always supporting as well. Appreciate everyone. I want to piggyback on that. The Knicks have that pedigree. They have a Villanova championship pedigree, and they got a core there. So why not us be the next team of dynasty to get born here? So never underestimate the Knicks. Never sell the Knicks short. Like you were saying about, you know, like the NBA has these dynasties to grow. I think the Knicks are on the cusp of that. And I think the Knicks win tonight. I think they continue to give us some great moments here in spring into the summer season. And of course, come check us out on the Playback Sports Jedi Network. I've got the watch along for Game 3. Then I got a triple duty because then on my Heal the Ring podcast, we got the WWE Backlash where you actually see the wrestling, not just from one talking or making goofy faces and reactions that you see on X. You get to see the wrestling event. You get to see the live event. Also, the UFC. We got to see the UFC 314 last month, and now 315. I think we're going to show it as well on the playback where you're able to watch it. So you get to see the fights, also interact and have that conversation. So we invite you there. Of course, pretty soon we got some football coverage with our guy Chris, who's doing some Steelers, some Giants, and Jets, and as well as we cover all the different parts of all the sports. And of course, we have over 100 plus people in here watching. There's no reason why we can't get 100 likes. As us as content creators, that shows us you appreciate what you're listening, who you're supporting. And it doesn't matter who you dislike, don't like on the chat, but it's the host who's doing this on a Saturday afternoon. Please. It's totally free. Hit that like button. That's his feedback. That's you showing appreciation. Hey, you might not have the financial to give a super chat, but a free like and a subscription goes miles a long way. So Ron, Shy, Chosen, Juan, Corey, Mets, may the Knicks be with you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Let's go chat. Still Nick. And by the way, this is PS Sports Jedi Network. And I am still a Knicks fan. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you. Have a great day, brother.
You too.
Thank you, Master Window.
Very well said.
My guy, Kev. Good dude, man. Another good, you know, and I say this is another thing that I like to say because you got to understand, like, this is my soapbox real quick. Before I do that, Lion of Judah in the building, Grand Rising, my brother Ron in the panel. Blessings to all in the chat. Shalom to you and your wife. Thank you, my guy, and same to you and yours. Appreciate you as always, my brother. You know, as I told you guys before, like when you're doing stuff, I said it like I say this for a reason because I don't want to discourage anybody from doing what they want to do. There's more than enough room for everybody to come in these spaces and have their moment, right? And do their thing. But the best thing to understand is that there's a certain level of etiquette and certain level of professionalism that you do have to go with because you don't want to step on people's toes. But then the flip side is there's also some really good people that throw etiquette out the window and say, you know what, something about you, you're a cool person. I support you. I respect you. I'm going to champion you. I'm going to big you up. I hope you succeed. I want to be right there with you. We can do this together. That's guys like Kevin. There's guys like, Uncle Freezy. That's guys like Sim from Nothing But Knicks that have done that for me and John and what we've done with this channel. And then I have met other people along the way, like Shah, like Divine. And I have not only felt that same love from them, but I've tried to do the same thing with them and with others, with, Objective Knicks Fan and other channels and Morning Brew Sports, which we know is no longer here. But, it's the same thing. Right. But the point that I'm trying to make is like when I first started this thing, we started doing this thing, like we wanted to show people that we were here. It's not easy. Right. And you can't really go into people's chats and put a link to your channel. Like that's a no. You don't do that type of stuff because it shows up the show that you're watching. It's a certain level of etiquette. You just don't do it. Right. But when I popped up in Freezy's channel, Freezy was like, yo, put your link in the chat. You know what I mean? Like people don't do that. And he was like, put your link in the chat. He didn't really know me that well. Put your link in the chat. Let us know every time you come in. Let us know what time you're going on. What? It's just little things like that show you something. Like people don't, feel threatened. They want you to succeed with them. Because if you do what you're gonna do it no matter what, no matter who's around, right? If people like hearing what you got to say, they're gonna like hearing what you got to say every day that you speak, no matter who else they love. So it's really cool to see people that show love and have bigged us up, and Sim and MBK, Tony, Steph, Uncle Fulio, Jarrell, Ajay, Jeff, I can't even name everybody that's part of MBK, but you know what I mean? Everybody always showed us love. And that's why we call them fam. That's why if I want to talk to Sim about something that has nothing to do with, I could call him at 1 a.m, like, Sim, this and this is going on. I need some advice. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a community. It's love. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's always been that way with certain people. And even with Kev, I was like, Kev has a network, and Kev has always shown love every time that I've gone to his show or he's come over to our show. Like, Kev could be busy like today with all these shows. I'm like, Kev, I'm doing something special. I want everybody to come out. Okay, I can't stay long, but I'm going to be there. And he's there. That's what I'm talking about. Just keep that in mind, guys. And for those new people out there that maybe you're thinking about doing content, thinking about doing podcasts, there's a lot of us here, but that doesn't mean there's no room for you. You can be here as well. So just keep that in mind. All right. I'm off my soapbox. Back at it.
Well said.
Thank you. So here's the other thing, guys. We already talked about the Knicks not getting credit. I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about the fact that the Knicks shot 43% from the field in game 2, 29% from 3. They had 19 assists. I mean, they have 46 rebounds. That's good. They had 15 turnovers, and they still won game 2. Okay? We have to understand that no matter what everybody says, no matter what they try to talk about when it comes to being negative with the Knicks, it's fuel for us. That's what they build off of. They love that. They want to be the underdog. All right. And they're going to continue to feel that way and be that way no matter, because we haven't won anything. So we're always going to be the underdog. Even if the Knicks beat Boston, right? You're going to see that if the Knicks beat Boston, they will become the favorites in the East. All right? Depending. Most likely they will. It depends on what the Cavs do. If the Cavs somehow smack Indiana all of a sudden, then people will be like, oh, the Cavs are activated. So they will still be the favorite over the Knicks. But if it's a back and forth series between Cavs and Indiana and the Knicks get past Boston, I think the Knicks will start to get favored a lot. If the Knicks were to say win and go through the Eastern Conference and make it to the finals and have to play Denver or an OKC, it'll go
Denver.
back to being
Denver, please. It's not. We know.
No, listen, you ain't lying. I'd rather play Denver as well.
Yeah.
And the Knicks match up well against Denver, in my opinion. We've seen it.
We put a smash on there earlier. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
They
no,
didn't
I
have Mitch
agree.
yet. They didn't have Mitch yet. Mitch is a difference maker, bro.
Yes, he is.
Hey, yo, and you know what the two most important metrics and rankings, two important rankings are for championship teams over the last, 30, 40 years? 40
What's
years
that?
or so? Gotta be top 10 in defense, top 10 in offense. Guess where the Knicks is at, right? Since the All-Star break.
Yep, I know. You're right.
So
Yeah.
that's why they have a good chance at anybody, because they're right in there for championship teams.
I agree with you. That's a good point. Shout out to 808 Empire State. Salute Ron and the rest of the panel. What's going on, 808? The 808's in the house one time. To Cowboys in the building. Let's go. What up to Cowboys? We don't need their favor. That's facts. We don't want it anyway. We like playing underdog role. It's better. It sucks that you can't stay the underdog forever, but they want to stay the underdog as long as they can, and I'm with them on that. I like how they play from behind. I don't love the Knicks when they're favored to do a lot. I feel like I don't know what it's about, but
you know what they say, Ron, man. The best way to shut up a hater is to prove them wrong by winning. So let them keep hating. I like that they're hating. I ain't gonna front. I like the hate.
Weren't we kind of the
keep
underdog?
Keep doing it. Keep counting us out. Keep telling us how great this other team is. Keep telling us that this guy is soft and this guy is too small, or the wing stop didn't. We got a wing and a drumstick and do whatever you know what I'm saying. That I made that one, but the fact is, look, the fact is that we are where we are, and you want to talk about favorites? Let us go ahead and win today. All right, and then we just need one more, right? And we always do. I had the pleasure of talking about meeting people on here and how things going. I had the pleasure of rocking with Divine and Shaw almost all year, and I had like the time of my life, and it gave me the chops to go forward with my stuff, and still I'm gonna rock with them, hang out with them later, and then I got a chance to rock with you one night and do that type of stuff, like pushes you forward, and that's where communities are built. That is exactly how this team is starting to feel for me. The way it feels when I start rocking with other people, you bring these other people in. Remember, don't forget, we brought a team in and made a team a week before the season started, and look where we are now. We were third, almost second. Don't forget that there was a point where we were like 2 games behind Boston for a little while, and we hit some bumps and roads, and we had Mitch didn't come yet. We didn't have. I don't even think Precious wasn't there yet. We had no bench, and we're still rocking right now. So let them keep hating. As long as Knicks Nation stays positive and the Knicks stay grooving, we're gonna be just fine. Just fine. I really believe that. I mean, you know what? I know that when you're a fan of a squad, right, and you start looking at the preseason, you look, because you follow a team all year round if you're a real fan, like all year round. And I start looking at who's to get in and who's available, and I start that immediately, and where things are going. The fact of the matter is, man, we are right now where we should be, and if we beat this team today, when we beat this team today, God forbid we sweep this team. That question you just asked a second ago, who's going to be the favorite? There'll be no question. But let them keep hating.
I'm with you. 100%. That's how it's got to be. Just keep. But the Knicks, just like I said, they have to keep doing what they've been doing. Nothing. They don't got to change much. Just go out there and play the game the way you've been playing it. The only thing you want to do maybe is execute a little better on offense, right? Because that's all we're missing. If the Knicks knock down their free throws and just get some quality shots where our percentages is not as bad, when we're shooting, that'll do the trick.
Not to mention, once we get in the bonus, because Boston's, and by proxy, Detroit's biggest tactic was basically play a game of whack-a-mole with Mitchell Robinson when he's on the floor and make Mitch the mole. Once you get in that bonus, get him out of there.
I hear you. But
I think he did that last game.
But how do you feel about that, Mets? How do you feel about the fact that, Thibodeau has said, okay, all right, you want to whack a Mitch and hack, do your little foul thing on Mitch? I'll let you do it. And then let's get you into the penalty. And then I'll take Mitch out. How do you feel about that? That's good coaching.
I mean, it is good coaching. The problem is when Mitch puts up a shot and misses and he has to go to the line. My biggest pet peeve with him is his ability to shoot or lack thereof. Every time he puts it up, he doesn't bend the knees the whole way. It always comes off as a straight bullet right at the front rim and clanks off it.
Well, that's true.
Okay, that's cool. It's cool, but you know what though? Let him keep doing it because it gets us into the bonus. And I dare him to hack anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Just take it easy on that. Tranquilo on that. Mitch is gonna knock him down when it counts. He has done it in the past, and he'll do it when he's needed the most.
I mean, the other thing too is like, unfortunately, it's not like Mitch doesn't practice these free throws. Mitch practices, and we see him practicing. He works on it. The only issue is that for some people, it's much easier to keep themselves controlled and carry out what they're trying to do when the pressure and the big lights are on. And Mitch just has a little bit. It's tougher. Like it's pressure packed moments, and he's not somebody that. Because the other thing too is it's much easier for a guy to knock down stuff when they shoot a lot. You know what I mean? Because you get those misses and you get some type of rhythm going. So, but Mitch is not that guy. He's a center, so he's not going to have those options to be able to shoot a lot to get it going. He's just going to have to show up when he can. And we know it's bad, but like I said, in the end, if it gets us to the line, and because that's a benefit for the Knicks team, because really the Knicks don't get to the line a lot. Only Jalen Brunson does, right? So if you can get into the penalty to allow easy opportunities for guys like Matteo to get to the line, or OG, or even Cat. Cat gets to the line, but he doesn't get to the line a lot either, because he most of the time when he gets in the paint, they don't foul him, because once he's in there and close, they know they can't stop him. They try to put their hands up, so they don't foul him as much, and they know he's a really good free throw shooter. So yeah, I mean, if this gives us opportunities to get more free throws, I'll take it. So that's why I said, but I would be surprised. I don't think that they're going to do hack a Mitch today. I think they realize it's been backfiring on them. I think they're going to stay away from it. I think it hasn't helped them. And I think they realize that, like, all we're doing is putting them in the penalty, which is coming back to haunt us later. I think they're not going to do hack a Mitch today. I could be wrong, but I think that's right.
It is like a curse of two evils, you know what I mean? You hack a Mitch because you don't want him to be in there because he's clogging up the paint. You're not doing no north and south. Now you gotta depend on your 3-point shooting, which every team, since you see when Mitch is is starting to shoot more threes, and we've been playing much better defense on 3-point shots. So that's why I've noticed why they've been fouling them. They started off strong, going to the hole the second game. Oh, layups. As soon as Mitch come in, right back to jump shots. Ever since when Mitch Is in, they back to jump shots. When Mitch comes out, now they're so prone to shooting jump shots with Cat being there and him stepping up his defense. Cat has been playing very well, very good defense in this playoffs too, especially after the first game. Hasn't really fouled out, haven't had plenty fouls, not as many silly fouls. So he's been playing a little bit better defense. You know what I mean? Not so many silly fouls. He's been playing. He's been in the game. And he's a scoring threat. So if they want to do it, let them do it. I think Mitch should get out there one game and surprise you and make you not want to do it. You do it in the first quarter, you get us in the bonus, you put Mitch to the line 2 or 3 times, he shoot 3 shots, he hit 2, you ain't gonna do it that much no more. Now he looks like he's hot. I mean, I think I'm not 100% sure. I'm no coaching out like that. But if you haven't done this from when you started shooting basketball, then you just don't pick it up as you try to learn it. You try to get better at it, but I don't know if you learn it, especially at where Mitch is right now. I don't think I'll ever see Mitchell Robinson, the 74% free throw shooter ever. You know what I mean? But if we can get him up to 62, that's what we conspired to want. We want him to get to 62, 63. If Mitch gets to 74, 75%. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I think that is if they want to foul him, let them foul him. Let him do it. It helps us out both ways. And the reason why they're fouling him because they want him out the game.
And also, don't forget, it puts each and every one of them closer to the foul trouble, right? Closer to
especially if Porzingis not playing. If Porzingis not playing, all those secondary guys. They get extra fouls. Horford's and all those other guys are getting fouls, aimless fouls now.
The holidays, the Horfords, those people, and then you're starting to put yourself in danger with all those fouls. So no matter what, I think, like you said, it's two things can be right at the same. You know, I love to say that at the same time, you could foul them. I think really all this really depends on the score, but if they do it early, I hope Tibbs sticks to how he did it last game. All right, you want to do it early? Great. Then I'm going to put in my shooter. All right, then Towns come in, no silly fouls. They ain't going to start doing it again. Then bring Mitch back in. Now what, they got one left. They're going to foul him. He might go up for it. I hope he does go up for it. Hit or miss that free throw. I hope he does go up for it. Because what it will show is that Mitch is going to grab the ball, and I want to see Mitch get the ball and then yam it in their face and still get the and one. And if he misses it, so damn what? At least he's showing that he's doing it. And then we can start.
Yeah, you can always put him back in. You can always put him back in with after that 2-minute mark where it's an intentional foul. Now you get the shot plus the ball. But whatever they want to do, man, they want to do it all the way until 2 minutes left, and it's an intentional foul now. All right, whatever.
Yeah, they could do that. They could do it to midnight. They could come over to the house. They could keep going.
All right. Okay.
That's what you call analytics coming to bite you in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it. Beep.
I don't think they're going to do it today because I think they're realizing it's just like you are already playing from behind in this series. You're trying to win games now. You are putting somebody at the line and it's not working, right? You think you're going to get him out, but Tibbs has been leaving him in there, allowing you to pick up more fouls, especially picking up fouls on guys off the bench that give you a bit of an advantage. Because let's call it what it is. Right now, technically, our bench has been, doing just as good or not a little better than their bench, and that. Their bench is better than our bench. But guys, Luke Cornett had like 4 fouls before he even did anything in the first game. Like they're fouling their guys out that give them an advantage. Right. So I don't think
Cornett plays tough against us. So
I know that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna do it this game because it's better to have your guys out there on the floor that have an ability to do something rather than putting them in foul trouble, and then you're still not even getting the benefit from it. You're still making the Knicks better by allowing us to go to the line. So that's the one thing I think Boston will do. I think they will make a couple changes, but that's the one change that I think they will stop the hack of Mitch. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, all I'm going to say is shame on you because I don't know why you wouldn't stop it. But hey, I'll take it. Whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I hope you brought this Texas Instrument calculator with him, and he's out here trying to figure it out. Measuring the averages versus the ratios and the square root of losing.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm with you. Do you guys just thinking about okay? And we do a lot of this, right? Because we're talking about from our standpoint, we're Knicks fans. But listen, we want to have an interesting show, have a little interesting conversation. If you were Boston, hey, y'all ain't ready for this one. If you were Boston, what would you do today to win the basketball game? Mets.
Shortcuts as possible. Pay off the refs.
I was about to say something like get snipers from the rooftops.
Okay, Mets. No, not bad. No, but what do you think what do you think realistically Boston could do today to win this game?
Show restraint on the 3-pointer instead of like shooting 60 or 40.
That's their game, though, Mets. That's their game.
In the paint. That's what's been killing them the whole.
Yeah, they want to try to play the paint until Mitchell Robinson gets in there, man. Then they reverting back to that 3-point shot. Right now they've been shooting. They shot the most 3-pointers, if I'm not mistaken, in the league this year. You know what I mean? They've been on a clip of 43 or better a game. 43 or 47?
They did last year too. They were the Golden State Warriors last year too.
Come on, so I mean, they have players that can go to the hole, but they don't have guys that drive to the hole. I mean, they got players that can make a layup, but that's not, they're not a, put it together and drive to the lane like I don't want to say like Brunson, but like a Brunson. I mean, they don't
dribble drive. They don't have no dribble drive.
I mean, they got all they guys shooting over 40% from 3-point land. That's the main focus. This is another thing, and another thing like Devine always says, this team is a jump shooting team, just like Detroit was. You know what I mean? And we fared well against Detroit because we played good defense on the perimeter. And I mean, some shots got away, but majority of the time they shot, under a certain percentage, 24, 25, 26% from 3-point land, just like this team. If we could continue to shut them down from, if they have an outburst, and we do have to shoot a couple more 3-point shots, we also have guys that can knock down 3-point shots. All the guys, all the starters, every last one of the starters can go. I mean, I don't want to say blow for blow with them. We don't need to do that, but we can. Brunson can get it done. Josh Hart can get it done. Cat can get it done. Mikal can get it done. OG can get it done. All these guys are shooting like 38% or better from the 3-point line, except for Josh Hart, excuse me. I threw Josh Hart in there. I don't think he's at 30. I think he had 50%, 3 for 6 the other night, but I don't think he had 38%. But with that being said, even with that being said, we got guys that can knock them down too. And if we get the open shots and we shoot them, we can make them. And I mean, this is going to be a game of who wants it more. And I think the Knicks are going to want it more. I don't think the Knicks is going to come in here and be like, oh, okay, we could give up 25. I mean, we keep under 25 points, but we're going to score 18 points in the first quarter. No, I think the Knicks are going to be like, yeah, let's get this 38 points.
All right, Sean. Hold on.
Before I even go there, I'm sorry. Let me get ready to get off. Anyway, I think we get ready to go about an hour or so. Thank you, Ron. Thank you guys for being here. Keep the Knicks hopes alive, man. We'll be on in a little bit. Me and Devine, Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. See you guys. Thank you guys getting out there and show the love to the New York Knicks and your 53rd in the East the whole year. Third in the East, 51 wins this year, the whole year. On a team that only played 82 games together. This whole year for the season. Anyway, peace out. Peace.
All right, my brother. Have a good show.
What I was trying to say before shot contained was basically that even if that were the case, it's debatable. I mean, I always call Thibodeau a tunnel vision buffoon, where he commits to one where his inadaptability is in lineup configuration. Mazzulla can be just as bad, if not worse, because he doesn't want to change it up from a 3-point sniping game to getting in close. I mean, when he can't get to the foul line, when the mid-range shot's not going, when he can't slide in have the guys cut through for a layup, what's it going to be? Tunnel vision to the 3, and it gets so unbearably annoying where Boston fans are getting ready to scream at them, stop shooting 3s.
But you know something, Mitch? You know what a wise man once said to me? If you see a drowning man, what do? Throw him a rock.
That's why you throw him an
Damn,
anchor.
I hope I ain't drowning nowhere near Corey.
I don't know I don't know what wise man that was. Jesus
I'm looking
Christ.
for a life vest, brother. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, listen. I hear you, but so okay.
But the question
Jay,
was,
what
it's a very
can
hard
Boston
question
do
to answer.
to win the game today? Jay, what's your thoughts?
All right. Listen, I think that being such a Knicks fan, it's really, really hard to dig deep for an answer like this. Because I really don't see a way they beat us. I really don't feel
But
it.
keep in mind, what you're thinking is what the Knicks have to be thinking, what the Knicks coaching staff has to be thinking. So that's why I wanted to ask.
Okay, so I think that they're doing themselves injustice on switching their game with the hacking. I think that it changes the pace of who they are. I think that they are playing now very, very nervous. Like you could see it in them, the way they and even like 5 write-ups were about how they look like they're playing what is it? How do they say? They were playing almost like dysfunctionally, like they were running around, they were doing things that nobody has ever seen Boston doing, rushing shots, pushing shots, shooting with 2 hands in their face. Just because they were built to do 3-point shooting doesn't mean that they take it to the hole, and that Tatum and Brown didn't, Tatum especially couldn't get in on somebody to dunk on that. Now, Mitch does cause a problem with that, but if you are supposedly a superstar, then you got to bring yourself in there. I think that, and I don't want to forget this, I really, truly believe the best thing that happened to the Knicks that didn't happen to Boston is us playing Detroit first. And getting that gritty, fighting, we'll do whatever it takes, claw, scratch, fight, stab, everything to win. Boston doesn't seem to have it. I think they kind of went away from their game plan because we got 2 7-footers and we got our perimeter defense has now stepped up. They got to find a way to not be the Golden State model. It's not working for them right now. And that hacking is not really working for them right now. So if they wanted to do better, because I'm not going to say win, I'm going to say if they wanted to improve, that they would definitely stick to what they did, especially in the 3rd and 4th quarter, because they seem to know what they're doing in the first half and they fall away from it. But that has a lot to do with us too,
right?
But I agree with what Humberto said. I just said it. Detroit, I really feel like that playing us Detroit really just changed the way we played going into this series. So those are the 2 things I would mainly say that would help them get a little closer, but they're not going to win. So
I like it.
I'm gonna say this real quick. If they had half a brain, they would take advantage of Brown as well as Tatum in the post. Try to get OG in foul trouble. Try to get Brunson in foul trouble.
Mm-hmm.
or Bridges, Cat as well.
Yeah.
Try to get as many rebounds as possible offensively. Get as many attempts at the basket as possible. Pray that the whistle is green today. You think
Line orange whistle.
try to keep the distance in between us and them, and continue to, if we come close, come back, get close again, go back to, posting up players. Also to, you know, making an emphasis for Tatum and Brown to go to the basket and drive, as well as post up my man Drew Holiday. Those are the three best post up players that they have. If they start feeding the post and then looking to kick back out first, post up, see what you can get. If not, kick back out.
And
That's the best that they could possibly do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say this: if we had ended up with Milwaukee first instead of Detroit, only one.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying that had been the case. If it had been the case that we faced Milwaukee first instead of Detroit, one word would have allowed us to get through that first round. And it's one that encompasses Doc Rivers. Incompetence. Because ever since he took over Milwaukee last year, that team has mostly gotten by on the skin of their teeth, and it makes them look incompetent year after year after year.
I mean,
that's true and not true. Milwaukee has fell apart. Injuries, Lillard injury, a Greek had an injury. Portis was out 25 games for a suspension. That team,
horrible trades. Allowing the team to get old.
Yeah, they didn't make maneuvers fast enough for the changes. They made some too late, letting go of what's his face with Beasley or whatever. There's a lot of
Budenholzer firing the coach too early.
Yeah, there was a lot of reasons why that. I
could care less.
Hear your point, Mets, because you're a Mets fan. I'm gonna say I see some of that, but I think it was more of the fact of it went away. Let's not forget this, right? Sports in general, because you were talking about it earlier in the beginning, in the monologue kind of, and then a little bit more later, how it seemed like sports were fake, or basketball became fake and people weren't watching it anymore, or whatever was happening. Golden State was winning all these things. It really was Golden State wasn't the first team to ever have a dynasty. They were the first team to have a dynasty off of three-pointers. They were the first team to win that. Don't forget that San Antonio had a wild dynasty, but there was a lot of people who thought San Antonio basketball was boring. No, San Antonio basketball was fundamental. It was pass, move, shoot, use the backboard.
Efficient.
It was efficient basketball, and it was fundamental. The Bulls, they weren't built off of threes, but they had 3-point shooters. We could go on. The Boston Celtics, the Lakers. This has been happening for years. What happened was that a team came in and they could knock down 3-pointers from the half line. This kid Curry. Then they had man in Boston. In Dallas, Clay, and that's what it kind of became, and it got boring. But all sports at the same time got watered down. You couldn't foul no more. You couldn't push no more. You couldn't body no more. Couldn't hang on the rim no more. You couldn't. You could barely blow a fart. You foul. Technical. You're done. You know what I mean? And then but that's across the board. And it kind of got to this very soft stage, and that's why a lot of people stopped watching, and a lot of the revenue went down. I believe that we're going to see a trend in backwards now. More what we're doing, more what Detroit's doing. I think, and I hope, I really pray, because 90s music is 90s hip hop is better than now hip hop. 90s basketball is better than now basketball. if you're from a certain area, you know what you know. I think we're getting back to it. I think it's going to change again. Everything comes back, right? Shell top Adidas. Got a fresh pair the other day. I saw 3 kids wearing them, little kids. Everything recycles. And I hope that we're getting out of that softer area, because for like 25 years, it felt like a very kind of like it was engaging to a very soft, very catering to a very certain type of way. And I think we're getting out of that. And you're seeing it in the playoffs right now, you know. And you know, I hope the refs let us play. And I hope that we get that home cooking love where let's not, I'm gonna say something, man. If you don't recognize the fact, then, and I know that there's gonna be people on here to say that they're both this way. If you don't recognize the fact that Jalen Brunson has the same type of blood in his body pumping like Mamba did, like Michael did, this man might not be that guy because he doesn't play two-way like them. He might not ever be that type of guy because he hasn't won. You can't see it. But this is a guy who can get to the basket, can shoot from anywhere. He can facilitate. He can do everything. We are watching the best signing of my lifetime get busy. Then you add in the fact that we got a trade for a guy who could get 33 and 13 on any given night and hits his free throws, but he's really playing out of position. So Mitch came back. I love when they're on the court together. But we got Brunson, and Brunson is a difference maker. And we're in the Garden. We're not over there in the Boston patch of grass. We're in the real Garden.
That's true. That's true. And you know, the other thing too, I gotta say what's up to a bunch of people in the chat, and I got some super chats I want to get to. But to your point, and I say this all the time, I mean, it's all what ifs, you know what I mean? But if Brunson was 6'5", 6'6", I really believe this right now. Honestly, I do believe this. He's not the greatest defender, but it's not because of his effort. He has effort. He tries. He's just undersized. If he was 6'5", 6'6", he would be a much better defender, but offensively, he would be a monster. Be able to do everything he's doing now, plus he'd be able to rebound more and still give you. He would be, in my opinion, if he was 6'5", 6'6", he would be the best player in the NBA right now. That's my opinion. You can believe it or not. I'm telling you, if he was 6'5" or 6'6", Brunson would be the best player in the NBA right now.
But it's trending that way right now, though. It's trending that way right now.
He's still got the makeup and the pedigree and the heart and the intangibles. It's just the height is one of those things that just kind of keeps him down because he could do so much more if he was a little taller. But it is what it is. I hear you, though, Corey. I'm with you.
No, I'm with Corey, but I'm with you, too. I think that the fact that he's not that if 6'6", perfect would be perfect.
Yeah, he could do so much more. But anyway.
So much more.
Shout out to Anna Grill. He said, Ron, SKF family in the chat. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, my guy. Shout out to Agent Super Argo. Salute panel in the chat. So, salute to you, my guy. Shout out to Brooklyn Buddha in the building, plus 39 with Mitch in. I like it. Shout out to JM3 in the building. Salute to you. Humberto de la Hose in this house. What's going on? Detroit's at our identity. We talked about that already. And shout out to AP. They better finally win a home game here. That's very important, guys. They haven't been able to really do it, so we need the Knicks to kind of, dig down deep and get it done. Shout out to Lonnie Meeks in the building. The fact that Mitch didn't come back until he was healthy was important. Ooh, interesting. We rushed him back too early in the past. And shout out to Mitch. Mitch did say, I'm not coming back unless I'm truly healthy. So, I mean, listen, maybe that's a difference maker too. I'm not even going to knock on wood and say anything else. You guys know where I'm going, and I'm not even going to put it out there. So let's see what Mitch does today. That's all I'm saying. I'm moving on. I don't even talk about it.
I was going to say one thing, Ron. I was going to say one thing. I was going to say the biggest free agent signing was signing the Dallas Mavericks training staff.
Oh, that's a nice this year. That was huge. I mean, that dude is a guru for a reason. He's recognized around the league for his accomplishments as being one of the best trainers in basketball for a reason. Shout out to the Knicks. Knicks, the thing is, Leon Rose does a lot of smart intel, right? He may not be the best mover and shaker, right? Of course, he knows how to do the agent stuff, right? But as far as an NBA executive, maybe he's not as good as Mitch Kupchak when it comes to moving and shaking. You know what I mean? But he knows how to put an organization in the best position to hopefully succeed. And if it wasn't for the fact that he ran into the problems we don't have to get into before with losing out on our center and having to trade our sniper to Minnesota, this team might have been remarkable. We might have won 60 games this year and everybody be looking at the Knicks as the favorite. So
no doubt about it.
Things happen. All right, let me get to these super chats. Shout out to Silk Sutton. You know what it is. Said, hey, Big Ron, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Cat, in honor of his mother, on to make today Cat a day, not Saturday. Let's go Knicks. And you know what? Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. That's another thing to think about. I hope he does well today. I hope he doesn't have anything really weighing on his mind. You know, that the situation with his mom and losing his aunt, I believe, as well during that, couple years ago. Yeah. It's a tough time for Cat. This weekend has got to be heavy for him. I hope he's okay, and I hope he can keep his head in the game. But I understand if his heart is a little heavy today. So I'm hoping for the best, and I hope he can block everything out. But it's.
I can see it also making him into a beast. Let's not for nothing.
Yeah.
When adversity hits, sometimes the best of you comes out.
Right.
So,
I'm glad I don't think Boston at this point has any douchebags on their team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because we've seen Boston has had a douchebag back in the day. I mean, I respect him now. He's okay, but back in the day, KG was a freaking monster. He would say some really wild stuff. He said some crazy stuff to Tim Duncan
Villanueva and
Carmelo Anthony, Tim Duncan.
Duncan. Who did he whisper after
Happy
they
Mother's
lost
Day?
their mother or something?
Yeah,
like
Tim Duncan.
That was Tim Duncan, right?
Yeah.
And then he said Honey Nut Cheerios to man
Carmelo,
waiting in the basement for him.
Yeah. So he would do whatever he thought he could.
That's past it. That's playground.
That's negative, bro. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Shout out to Paris Duggar. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, guess what? House money for the Knicks players to play without nervousness. This feels like Knicks Bulls, but Michael Jordan ain't coming. Let's go. I like it. Appreciate you.
That's a dope super chat there, Paris.
Yep. I agree. And we got another one. He said, question, since Cat is better than Al Horford and KP, and JB is better than Drew and OG, is equals to Brown and Bridges is equals to White. What's the issue? Tatum, Hart? Nah. So, all right. I want to say that all right. I mean, Cat is better than KP, but a healthy KP is he can do some stuff. He makes it very difficult for the Knicks when he's out there. And keep in mind, he hasn't been out there. I think the second game, what did he play? 13 minutes? What did he play? 13 minutes, 14. Like, that's a problem for Boston. Like, not having KP out there hurts them. So, that's been helping us. If they can have him out there as longer, that would definitely be a benefit to them as well. So the other thing, wait, hold on. He said, thank you for the generous super chat. Perry said, Cat has been pivotal, his leverage and his rebounding. I agree 100%. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything of the contrary. Cat has been great with regards to, what he's done out there. And the fact that he struggled in, was it game one? Was it? I think. Yeah, game one. But I don't blame him for struggling. It's not, Boston is a really good defensive team. He just has to find a way to go against what they're doing, right, and be smart about it. In game one, we talked about how he got himself into foul trouble because he was being a little too physical in his offensive game. He has to do a little bit more finesse. In game two, he combated it and was smarter about how he was attacking, and it worked out. He just has to keep doing the same thing. We got to feed him and make him a priority, and then hope that Brunson has his shot going, and maybe at least have either either Macau or OG. One of them has to have it going for us to be able to, win this game. If they both have it going, even better. And if we get anything from our bench campaign, a little spark, a couple threes, deuce, maybe 1 or 2 threes, stuff like that will go a long way. But the other thing, when we were talking about what Boston needs to do in order to win this game, only in an effort to understand what the Knicks need to be thinking about to combat it, right? To have a way to defend against it. The one thing that, I didn't mention that I think could be a big problem today, guys, is the referees. Knicks are up 2-0, right? And out of all the series going on, I would say most people would agree that the Boston-New York series has been the most entertaining.
Probably the most.
The NBA sees it as the most entertaining. Knick tickets are selling for $700 in the nosebleeds. I don't know what Boston tickets are selling for, but whatever it may be. Guess what? I think the NBA wants this series to continue. Do not be surprised if the refs come out calling some bull in the favor of Boston all game. So the Knicks have to be prepared to deal with that.
And they need to shut the door on that at any and all costs.
I agree. But I wouldn't be surprised if today is and this is how series happen, right? This is how you get out of a series. The Knicks have been comfortable. They've been playing from behind when they have to, and they've been coming back. They've been feeling momentum. Think of what a momentum deflator would be if the Knicks go out there and Boston's getting all the calls. Because you know how the Knicks get when they get rattled when they're not getting calls. That could easily play in Boston's favor.
Ron, that's cool and all, but the one thing that's helped us is poise.
I agree.
We fought through that. As long as we keep that we know that it's 8 on 5, 5 on 8 all the time, and we out there, because you're not gonna get the ones, especially Cat, because as many of those foul calls that he got going to the rim, those are 50-50. It could have went either way. It just so happens that he caught the bad end of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, listen, I'm not just come out there, treat it like the same thing. Yo, we're going into the office, we're handling some business, and let's go home. That's it.
Right.
Put in the day. They keep the same stoic to you, saying that, business wise, stand on it and be who we're supposed to be. We don't need to be animated. We don't need to be out there cussing and fussing with the refs.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? We have there's no need for that. We are in the best position possible that we work so hard for. Only we can screw ourselves out of this right there with that when we allow them to get in our heads. And then that's what happened to Detroit. That's what's happening, to Boston as we see it. Just play through it. You got to play through it.
Yep. I'm Corey. I agree 100%. I agree. They got to be poised and professional, and they know they got to understand that they are in the driver's seat. Don't let these other things infiltrate your mind and take you out of your game, because you still have all the power to go up 3-0 on this Boston team, no matter what the NBA may try to do, no matter what Boston may come out with. You're still in control. Shout out to Martin Olad Ruiz. Appreciate you. Said, let's go Knicks. Salute to you. I know I butchered that middle name. I apologize, but I'm not that familiar with that. I guess this is about me the first or second time I've seen it, and so I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'll work on it though. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to my guy, man. He's always busy, but when he pops up, I appreciate him so much. Shout out to Hinton Murphy in the building. Good afternoon, Ron in the chat. Sweep is happening. I like it. Craig is in the building. What up, Craig? He says, if Brunson decides to play hero ball today because we are at home, we will lose. And David Smith agrees 100%. Well, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing.
Rebuke both of y'all.
Hold on. I'm already on the way. Here's the thing. The last time we thought Brunson played hero ball was game 6. And I told y'all, Brunson said, we are up. There's no more time to be, playing around. Let's get them up out of here. Brunson did what he needed to do to get them up out of here. If Brunson says, today's my game, if I've got it going, I'm cooking these dudes, and we win game 3 because he dropped 40 or 50, do I care? Because we're up 3-0? Nope. We can go back to the same way we've been playing in game 4 and go back to that. But when you have a moment to put your finger or your foot on a neck, you do it. If Brunson's got it going and he's cooking and he has to take 39 shots, but he hits 28 of them, I don't care. As long as the Knicks get the W. Now, if he's doing that and the Knicks ain't winning, or like the Knicks are in a close game and it's not really making a difference, no, of course not. But if he's doing it and and the Knicks are up and they're putting their foot on their neck, salute Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I know you don't like that style of play, and it's not really how we want to, like, longevity-wise, right? The long game. That's not how you want to play basketball. But for one game, to take 2-0 to 3-0, nobody would be complaining, guys. It's only one game. If it takes us from 2-0 to 3-0, I'm sure you're not going to be complaining later, like, man, we won, but Brunson was playing hero ball. You ain't going to be mad about it. So let's see how it happens. Let's see how it happens.
They won't be mad if they get that jewelry on their fingers.
100%. You know what it is. Shout out to Paris Duggan. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says, how a star thinks JB knows he just needs 2 of 5. True. 5 games left. Knicks just need 2. Boston has to win 4 of the next 5 to win this series. Just got to get it done. And if you were Brunson and you know that you can, if you got it going, you could turn it on and light somebody up, why wouldn't you go out there and try to put these dudes away? Go up 3-0. Now all we got to do is win 1 out of the next 4. They got to win 4 in a row. I'm just saying, guys, I hear you. I'm just saying the work is incoming, but it's not over yet. But if we could put their foot on their neck, let's see what happens. Brunson ain't the one thing about Jalen Brunson. He might shoot a lot and feel like he's got to put the team on his back, but he doesn't when he's hitting shots. He ain't going to do it if he's out there stinking it up. He ain't going to take 30, 40 shots if he's not hitting them. So you don't got to worry about that. It's only if he's got it going.
And the perfect example of that was the 4th quarter of game 2. He wasn't, he wasn't killing them.
That's true.
In the 4th quarter. He found McCall. He found everybody else but himself. Now, but at the end of the game, when it was 15 some odd seconds, or it was 20 something seconds left, and we were down by 1, he did what he had to do. He put on his red cape and he jumped out there and he put us ahead. You can't be mad at that. That's what a leader's supposed to do. If he's the man of this team, let him be the man. It don't matter. Do you see Cat crying about it? Cat ain't crying about it. Cat's happy. Cat, as long as the W's keep piling up, Cat ain't got nothing to say about that. And nobody else, no OG, nobody else. They recognize who this young man is. They respect it, and they understand the way the team was designed and for the way it's supposed to go. Period. End of story. Doesn't matter.
That's fair. Oh, wait, 1 second. Esco Harlem, shout out to you. Good to see you in the chat. He says, one truth to it, when the offense is spread around, we have leads. The hero ball does turn into leads for the opposing team. That's fair, and I'm with you. That's why Jalen Brunson is Mr. Clutch, and that's why usually he really turns it on in the 4th quarter when time is of the essence. You know what I mean? He don't try to put us in a bad position early in games. He waits to really turn it on in the 4th quarter. And Craig said, Ron, did we go 2 games in this series by Brunson playing hero ball? No. So why go away from what you up to in the series? No. Well, technically, Yes, we did. Because
Yes,
in
we
game
did.
1, he did go hero ball. He hit 3 threes in a row. That was 9 points. Remember, he hit 2 against Horford. He hit 1 in the corner by himself. Then he hit 1 at the top of the key against Horford. Then he hit 1 in the midway. I don't know, the angle, right?
Yep.
On the wing. He hit another one in Horford's face, and that gave us the lead.
Then he hit the free throw.
He tied the game.
Right. Then he hit the free throw to win the game.
Right. But also, even before that, remember, then he came down the court, hit the layup, right? And that gave us the first lead. We went up 89-88. Then Tatum went down to the paint, got an easy dunk by Mitch, right? Then he hit the free throw, gave us another lead, and then Macau made that play. But yes, that was Brunson hero ball. Brunson called his own number, and he hit the shots. And oh wait, maybe I'm confusing 2 and 1, but you know what I mean. That's what he did, right? Also in 1, he had a shot to win the game, right? That layup that he missed, that he was a little too strong on, and we went to overtime. And he missed that same layup again in overtime. But the point is, knocking down those threes and hitting those shots the way he did got us to the point where we could get there. Listen, I don't know if we win that game if Brunson doesn't hit 3 threes in a row. Just saying. That was impactful. That got us close.
I don't think
I hear what you're saying.
Player of the year if you're not that guy.
I hear what you're saying, though, guys. We do have to play team basketball. I'm just saying, you guys know, you've watched. Have you guys not watched earlier in the season? Brunson scored like 20 points in the third quarter. He was like 12 of 12 from the field in the quarter. Like when Brunson's, I'm just saying, if he's on, he's on. That would be anybody. If Cat comes out today and they start featuring him and he don't miss a shot in the first quarter, right? He takes his little break. He comes back. He may miss here and there. He's still hot. He goes for 40. Is it hero ball because we're going to Cat? I don't think it is. If whoever's hot on this team, we need to feed the hot hand. Whether it be Cat, whether it be Brunson, whether it be OG, whether it be Macau, whoever got it going, we need to feed the pig, as they say, and then keep it going. And then maybe we can, build off of that. Because when one guy's really hot, that's gonna allow for open opportunities for somebody else on the team. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. But I hear you guys. We do need to move the ball and continue to believe in each other. When we get stagnant and don't show a level of offensive flow, Boston defense is going to clamp down on us. I agree. So I'm not saying you're wrong.
Most of the year, not for nothing, his average in points were down by 2, and his average in assists were up by 2. So I don't exactly know. Like, if you watched last year, I don't know that anybody in the world wasn't hoping that the ball wasn't in Brunson's hands. You know what I mean? So now we got a couple of other players who could do some things, but they can't do what he does. And that's just a fact. That's why he's called the clutch player of the year.
Facts. Shout out to Quiet Money in the building. What up, Quiet Money? Good to see you, my guy. It's always a pleasure. I hope you're doing well, my guy. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Shah and Divine, the Knicks Real Talk, their show has probably just started a little while ago. I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines if anybody wants to call in, and then we're gonna get out of here. And if you want to continue your Knick Talk, go over and show some love to Shah and Divine, and keep it going. So that let me open up the phone lines. Give me a second, guys. And while that's happening,
I don't think they started this yet.
the call-in number is 347-305-7280. Once again, the call-in number is 347. Hold on, I can't see it right now because I'm doing my setup here, making sure I got it turned on. Taking a little minute. It's a little slow today. I don't know why.
Ron can't remember his 976 number.
Yeah. The number is 347-305-7280. Once again, that's 347-305-7280. Be the first caller, and nothing will happen, but you'll be the first caller. Yeah, man.
Oh, that was funny.
Anyway, you know, I got a little while, so if y'all want to,
you win some free air.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you today, man. I'm trying to keep it real. I just pay my rent, man. it's real. It's real out here. I'm in Brooklyn, y'all. It's real.
God bless your soul for gentrification.
Yeah, it's really. So here's the thing. So let me see here. If you guys had to pick, who do you think is going to be the guy who has the great game today? Who's the impact player for today's game? Who you going with, Corey? Who you think?
You know what? I'm expecting, and I know nobody will. I'm expecting a big game out of Cat. I think it's going to be Cat today. For you, you know what I'm saying, David Smith. I'm cheering for your man. And Craig, you know, I think he's going to step up big. I think he's going to play within himself. I pray that the referees allow him to play and give him a little break, you know what I'm saying, on the offensive end. You know, I think also too, I think he's going to have another monster game on defense. I think he's really going to move his feet today and do something big. That's my prediction.
Okay.
976 Ron.
There we go. Thank you for calling in. SKF, Know the Ledge. Caller, you are live. Your name and where you calling from.
Hey, yo, Ron, it's Lord Scientist.
Oh, Lord. Okay. What up, Lord? Now I know. I was like, I was like, why do I know the name? But now when I hear your voice, now I know who you are. What's going on, fam?
You said, like, I'm on my King Scientist account. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I got 2 accounts so I can give 2 thumbs up. You feel me?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so, yo, listen, I know the Queen was in the chat, so salute to the Queen. Salute to your panel. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I be listening. My daughter was helping me type, but your chat was moving. So you read my message, but you said my name wrong. You said King Sentis.
Yeah, I was like, I was tripping, bro. I couldn't see it.
It's all good. Yo, listen. First of all, again, salute to the chat. Salute to your panel. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? For taking the time. I know you're getting ready to get off, and it's getting closer to us punishing them Celtics. Hey, yo, dig this, man. Listen, you know, your panel might not know me. So, again, I'm legally blind. I'm a single father with 3 beautiful children. I'm trapped down here in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Jackson of Brooklyn. So be clear. What I'm saying is I've been a fan since 73 when I was 2 years old, the last time we won the championship. And I'm feeling so good because, like, I can't actually see what's happening. I listen to play-by-play, you know what I'm saying? And I listen to, you know, the MSG recap, whatever. I listen to everything y'all say, too, you know what I mean? To break down what y'all see and everything. So I'm very valued in how your content is and how you speak about the games and speak about who's doing what and what's what. You know what I mean? I know ESPN and all the majors is going to try to downplay us. This is why we're going to go ahead and punch them in the mouth and keep punching them in the mouth. Because something's telling me, yo, listen, you know who I really, really feel is going to have a big game today? I feel like Deuce is going to have a big game. I'm Deuce high all the way because, yo, Deuce is going to come off that bench. Listen, the lineup with Jalen, Deuce, you could flip it. It could be OG or Mikal, Cat, and Mitch. Listen, that's a deadly lineup right there. Deadly. You know what I mean? I'm talking about on the defense to shut stuff down and then get everybody running fast pace where we can put up a quick 6, 8, 9 points, you know what I'm saying, in a matter of seconds. Yo, that if you think about going back to Detroit, right? Remember when we did that 21-0 thing in the 4th quarter, You know what I'm saying? Look at what the lineup was. Deuce was in there. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, I feel real good. I believe that Tibbs has a plan in place, and I believe that, you know what I'm saying, the Knicks know what this game means. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're getting ready to see something phenomenal. I think we're getting ready to see, you know what I'm saying, and I'm saying it by faith, you know what I mean? That I think that we're getting ready to see Cat have a big game. We're going to see Deuce have a big game. And everybody, I'm talking about OG, going to stand up on some defense. OG might have a big game. It might be more defense. But if it's offense, listen, we getting ready to put up some numbers right now and turn the defense up where the Celtics don't even get over 100.
I like it. I like it. And listen, dude, you understand, you know, you've been listening, man. And I want to say I appreciate you, brother, because I understand you may not be able to see the way you could in the past. And so you listening, and I appreciate you, also letting me know that, because I also have to be better at making sure that I'm saying what I need to say, so that people who may not be even, like, if you're not even watching, if you're just listening, you understand what's going on, how the chat is moving, and I appreciate that. Plus, you're also giving me a little prep, because I am about to start putting Still Knicks fans on the net, like for Spotify and stuff like that. So I appreciate that, my brother, and I hope that I do you justice and kind of make sure that you understand what's going on as best as I can. But I'm with you on Deuce. The only reason I don't big Deuce, and people who know, Deuce is one of my favorite players on the team. The only reason I don't big up Deuce is I don't like to be disappointed. I like, so I just let it happen. But I love Deuce. I try not to talk about him, because if he doesn't do what I expect him to do, then I gotta feel bad. I'm like, nah, I just let Deuce do him and hope for the best
and be happy the results.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
And the main thing I'm gonna tell you is, please keep the phone line, because the Discord. Listen, I can't call in on Knicks fan, because they on the Discord.
Got you.
And they had the little thing with the bots come and start asking questions. My 12-year-old be like, Daddy, I don't know what they asking me. I don't know why they showing me puzzles to look at to make sure I'm real.
Right.
Like my daughter looking at it like, what's all of this? And I'm telling her, it's security preferences. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't maneuver around the Discord. Keep a phone line. You know what I mean? And it's because there's people, I'm pretty sure, just like me. And another thing, listen, everybody remember this. Y'all, please remember this. Knicks fans is international. We're internationally known on the microphone.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, we got fans that's tuning in at all times of the day, because they on different clocks than what we on. I'm talking about in Singapore, in Australia. Listen, the soccer team, there's a soccer team, I forgot the name of it, but the captain of the soccer team, he messaged in on Knicks Fan TV. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're international, not just bigging up Knicks Fan TV. I'm bigging up Knicks Nation.
Facts.
Like, listen, shout out to my man, Jay Boogie. Salute, salute, salute. Yo, listen, Jay Boogie, I'm telling you, if nobody has said it to you, you are our hip-hop voice. You are the one who, for the underground specifically, because I know your joint got played in MSG, and I salute you for that. Because, you represent the people, like how, you know what I'm saying, we do what we do as a nation. So I honor you. I want to give you your flowers. I see nothing but greatness for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I hope one day, you know what I mean? Like, I was talking to the Queen. They talking about they might come here to Dallas to be with Jeff. Well, listen, I'm hoping one day I get to be graced by your presence, so I could just give you some dap, hug you, and tell you, listen, I believe in everything that you are as a Knicks fan and as an MC on the microphone, because there's not many MCs no more. We got these carbon copy clowns. Listen, hip-hop hurts me I don't even listen to the radio. I'm listening to Houdini. I'm listening to Grandmaster Flash. I'm listening to Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Underground, I'm listening to Supernatural. If you from New York, if you know Underground, you know you know who Supernatural is. He the only person ever I know to beat Supernatural was Craig G from the Symphony. So listen, if you know hip hop and you've been
Queen's in the building.
I don't want to get started in that, man. Listen,
I hear you.
Cool G rap. I don't
Cool
listen.
G
I don't
rap.
want to get started in. You know what
Yep.
I mean? I
hear
really,
Hell
really
yeah.
do. You know what I mean? Listen, the Jungle Brothers. Listen, don't get me started on hip hop. Listen. I used to be with a cardboard with my little Adidas and Adidas suit and my two little homies with me in the city in 81 and 82, breakdancing and pop locking. Listen, when I tell you I'm the Michael Jackson of Brooklyn and I'm a Knicks fan, listen, that is real, raw. Brooklyn, Flatbush, Clarkson, Bedford and Rogers, big up IS-61, Lefferts. I'm official BK. Be clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the building. Let's go. Our orange and blue. Listen, I'm so hyped.
Hey, Ron.
I've been hyped for the last 2 days since we punched him back in the mouth again on game 2. And I'm flowing without even cursing. Big up to KRS-One. Big up to my whole OG status that represent NY from the 70s to the 80s. You know what I mean?
I hear you, my brother.
MC Shan, big up Queens. Yeah, the whole
Big Daddy
tri-state
Kane.
area. Let's go, New York, orange and blue. I'm amped.
Let's go.
Yo, you know what? I want to say to this brother real quick.
That's
man.
a dope.
Not for nothing.
Don't take, bro. Don't take.
Yo, hold on. Let me tell you something, man. First of all, yo, I'm in the music field. You just named all the best. All this new stuff. I don't listen to the radio, period. If you from a certain age or a certain ilk, you know, you named the fabric of hip hop. But I'm gonna say something to you that's even deeper than the fabric of hip hop, because I can talk about this all day with you. Big Daddy Kane, we can throw in it all. I'm gonna say something. Props to you. I'm a single father of 4. 3 of them are girls. God knew what he wanted to do for me. So God bless you, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the women, but to the single fathers who are doing their jobs, props to you, brother. Props
100%.
to you.
100%.
So I'm in the same field, man. I'm in the same way. You just got me hyped. I got goosebumps on my arm. I feel like going to pull out the cardboard, but I believe that I'll have to call 911 if I did it. So, you know, yo, listen, man. Check out Monday night, too. Monday night, Ron got the dope show on Monday nights. It's not, what is it, Ron? 9 o'clock Eastern time?
Weekly at 9 p.m.
Yep, with the telephone. So, blessings to you, brother, and keep doing what you're doing, man. Yo, it just got me off the chain, man. De La Soul.
Oh, man.
From the soul, black medallions, no gold.
But anyway,
the jungle, the brothers, De La Soul, on a roll. Black medallion, no gold. Listen, they made me change. Listen, I give De La Soul mad credit and props, and the whole movement with Latifah and the Flavor Unit and all of that. Big up to my girl Antoinette, one of Latifah's best friends. Shout out MC Light, my crush to this day. Salute to that queen. I met her at Wingate High School when she still had a Jetta. But yo, listen. Salute
The red joint.
You know what I mean? Listen, I know you got to get off the phone. I'm going to take y'all there. But listen, I'm going to try to call in Monday and we can relive our moment. But Big, listen, shout out to the Funky 4 plus one more. But yo, listen, my point is, I give you credit, my G, for you and your 4. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't take credit for this. I give glory to, the Most High, our Supreme Lord, Creator of the universe, heavens and the earth. Because if it wasn't for the Almighty Being that we, know and believe exists, yo, listen, I couldn't do this. I couldn't.
Amen.
But I got 3 beautiful children, 5, 8, and 12. Everybody say salute, SKF. Say it, salute.
I hear them.
You feel me? You feel me? All my children, we in Fort Worth, Texas. Listen, let's go Knicks. Say it. You feel what I'm saying? NY.
Ron had a bunch of kids
middle
screaming,
name
"Let's
should
go
be
Knicks"
Tony,
on the show
'cause I'm
today.
so NY.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Lord, man, I appreciate you, brother. I hope that the Knicks do go out there and do the damn thing for you and for the rest of us as fans. I hope we get to see something, special this year from this team that we've been waiting for quite some time. Most of us have never even thought it could happen, but we're willing it and we hope it will. And I hope you get to appreciate that along with the rest of us. I hope it does happen this year, man. Thank you for the call. And yeah, definitely tune in, man. Monday, I don't know. It may be. I'm not sure. We'll see, because I don't know if the Knicks have a game on Monday, but we'll see. Depending on when it is, I'll come on after.
Yeah, we play Monday. We play Monday.
So I'll come on after the game, whenever that time is, around 10 or whatever.
Yeah, 10 your time is 9 o'clock my time.
Right, that's right. You got that Texas time. I mean? Yeah, I got you.
All right, Grandmaster Kaz, brother. All right. Who really wrote it before Big Hank took it and made it even popular? Anyway, let's go.
Right, Big Kaz.
Big Kaz, who knows the thing every year.
Call him, stand up. Listen, don't get me started. Please,
all right. My bad, Ron.
I want to see if I could get one
more
call.
Listen, one last thing. Big up all my graffiti writers. I used to be running and bombing the Franklin shuttle on Franklin Avenue when it was parked between Prospect Park and Parkside Avenue. Listen, I'm official NY, hip hop till I die. Yard man and respect massive in my blood. We run things about here, man. Listen, Yard and Bayesian massive, my West Indian massive, my Boricua. Listen, don't get me started. Big up Kid Capri. Listen, don't get me started. Please, New York till I die. Middle name is Tony because I'm so NY. Let's go. Lord Times is in the building. Big up. Let's go Knicks.
Damn it, bro. You make me Knicks. My old show, man. But anyway, all right, Lord. Have a great rest of your day. Let's go Knicks. Let's get this.
All right, peace.
Thanks for the call, brother.
Peace and blessings.
Damn, now he make me wish I had the NBA wrap up still, man. But gotta move on.
That's what I wanna. Can we talk later?
I know. I mean, it is what it is, man. Damn, look at all these names like in the chat. X Clan, Treacherous 3, woo, Ghetto Boys. All right, so this is probably gonna be the last call for today, guys. I wanted to get one more in.
Bushwick Bill.
Caller, you are on live with SKF. Know the ledge. Name where you're calling from. I mean, I know who it is. What up, Randu?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, my brother? What's on your mind?
I'm good, man. I'm just glad, man, that we up 2-0 in this series, heading to the day, New York. I say like this, man. We just need to just go ahead and just put them out of misery, man. Win the day, win game 4 Monday. Let's just put them out, man.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think we need to take care of business. Is there anything you looking forward to today? Anything special? Like anybody you think is going to step up and have a good game today?
Let me see. I think Cat is going to have a big game today. I think OG is going to have a big game today. Who else? I think Deuces probably might, have a good game today also.
Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, if we get a good game from Cat, right? A good game from OG and a good game from Deuce, I feel really good about our chances because I know Macau's going to do something to help the team, whether it be on defense or whatever. And Brunson will always be there. He may even listen. That's the one thing about Jalen Brunson that you cannot deny. Even if he comes off and has a tough game in the fourth quarter, he's going to do something to help this team win. So that I like it. I like it.
Definitely right.
Randu, so let me ask you just one more question. How do you feel about the fact that, because we talked about it earlier. Do you feel the fact about, the Knicks not getting the respect for going up 2-0 on this Boston team?
Man, that shit is crazy. How the heck is Boston? Some people still favor Boston when we up 2-0 and we won the first 2 games in Boston. That's crazy.
It's wild, right? Knowing that
Yeah.
this is not like, the one thing that makes it even crazier is the Knicks won 51 games. Knicks have been 3rd in the East. The Knicks have one of the best starting lineups in the NBA, period.
Right.
And yet we still are not given any credit for being a team that can knock Boston off. Like they're looking at the Knicks like we Utah. Like what's going on here?
Nah, we Rodney Dangerfield.
We can't get no respect.
I can understand.
Well, I can't get no respect.
He was 1-1 after the first 2 games, but we went to Boston and beat them both games. That don't make any sense.
I hear you.
None whatsoever.
Wait, hold on. Let me get your. I'm sorry, I pressed the mute button by accident. Let me just get your final thoughts because I want to get out of here and I want people to, from here to go over and watch Knicks Real Talk for at least 30 minutes before the game starts. So you're predicting a win today? Knicks go up 3-0?
Yeah, definitely predicting the win. Definitely predicting the win today.
Okay, you think it's going to be a blowout or it's going to be a close game? Randall, you still there? Oh, you there? Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me see. We back home. I'm hoping it's a blowout, but hey, as long as we get the win,
it don't matter.
I really don't care.
It don't matter. I'm with you. Hey, listen, Randall. Listen, I appreciate the call. I'm sorry I have to be so brief, but I want to get out of here.
Also,
go ahead.
Say, salute to everybody else that's on the panel. Corey, Mets 2128, and Jay. Salute to y'all.
Appreciate
you, bro. Thank you, God.
Oh man, let's go Knicks. Let's get it done today. Let's make it one more, another one. Let's get that right. I appreciate you, brother. Have a great rest of your day. Let's go Knicks.
You too, man.
All right, brother. We'll talk. All right. Later, my guy. So let me read this super chat real quick and then just get to you guys' final words and we'll close the show. Shout out to Esco in Harlem. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, after game 2, Tibbs needed to put them in a hotel in Secaucus, New Jersey. Keep that on the road mindset at MSG. Feed into celeb rappers too much. Focus, finish them. I like that. That's not a bad idea. I know he didn't do something like that, but I would have liked if he did something like that. That's not a bad idea, bro. I like that. He needs to implement that, in his coaching bag. Get them away from the nonsense, get them away from the media, and have them sequestered, locked in a room. You know what I mean, like a jury, just worrying about what they need to worry about. I'm with you on that. Let me get around to everybody for their final words, and we can get up out of here and get ready for this Knick victory today. Mets, final words, my brother?
Just do what you got to do. Force the 3-point shots if you're the Knicks. Knicks on the defensive end. Don't get too cute offensively. And take advantage of the injuries that are plaguing Tatum and Holiday, Brown. And if Porzingis is healthy, keep him contained. Because he's had at least a couple of days of rest to deal with that stomach bug. Or was it a throat and lung issue?
I honestly think he's got something else, but I ain't going to speculate. I think he I don't know. I feel like it might be like long COVID, and I'm only saying that I'm coming from a place of dealing with it at home. So my wife. So I don't know. But who knows?
Put Porzingis under lock and key so he doesn't contaminate the team.
Well, I mean that it's not something that you would. It's not something that you would get. It would develop from getting. But I'm not going to get into it. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. But,
I dealt with it. Believe me, I know what you're talking about, Ron.
Yeah.
I never caught it.
Yeah, well, good for you, buddy. Hope you never do. It's not like I said. It's something that develops from getting what has been going around for the past 4 years. So anyway, but I'm not saying that's what he has. I just said it. Some of the stuff sounds very eerily similar. Jay Chosen, final words, my brother.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. The one and only, my favorite show, the best show on for the New York Knicks. And I say that with all respect to all other podcasts and all other shows and the shows that I rock with on the pre and the post and all those things. There's no other show like this where we can come together, sit together. We come from all backgrounds, races, faces, cultures, different things, and be together in a positive way. Remember, it's not the name on the back of the shirt. It's the name on the front of the shirt. We are New York Knicks fans. I don't care what they've been through, how low they've gotten, and where they are now is exactly where they want, and that's why I am still a Knicks fan. So let me just say props to Ron for letting this podcast, for allowing us to be a part of such a wonderful, dope podcast. Peace to all the mothers out there. May your day be blessed. May you be lifted up, queens, to the way you deserve to be and treated the way you deserve to be. And to all the single fathers, I know we have Father's Day, but there is a special place for you on this day too, because I know that there are some young ladies, like in my life, that are hurting because they didn't have special women to celebrate Mother's Day. So peace and blessings to everybody from everywhere. It's all about the Knicks. If you've been around, you know what I'm talking about, and you're still a Knicks fan. My man Ron.
Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, bro. Corey, final words, my guy.
Yes, sir. Number one, shout out to all the ladies for Mother's Day. Tomorrow gonna be a tough day for me because it's gonna be my first one without mine.
Yeah,
but it's all right because she looking down on me and looking over me and my nutty brother. But still, that's beside the case. Yo, Knicks fans, Knicks, please control the pace, dominate the boards, stay within yourselves, poise, professional, be smart. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the sucker ish. Captain, be the captain, lead from the front, not the rear. Set the standard. You know what I'm saying, and exceed the standards. Shout out to the chat as well as the panel, everybody that was up here today. Hey, listen, like Jay Chosen said, I'm gonna piggyback off of him. Nick Nation, this entire team needs your energy, positive. Put away your biases. Get who's your favorite player. You know, all that craziness. Make them all your favorite players. Like Jay Chosen said, it's not the name on the back, it's the name on the front. It's the blue and orange world. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all want, come catch us out there on playback out here on Blowing Tears. If not, find it, you know what I'm saying? Pull up with Bron and them watching the game. With that said, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it. Yeah. Stacks, you disappeared on me.
Yeah, I don't. Stacks wasn't around today. I don't know, but he know it's all love. Appreciate Stacks. Shout out to Just Knicks. Salute. Appreciate you, my guy. Miguel P, a member of the SKF Army in the building. Salute to Ron in the panel. Shout out to HRM OG coming for his poster. Facts. Shout out to New York S3. All these analysts have been talking about Celtics struggles, but not giving any credit to the Knicks. Let's shock the world. Go Knicks. That's what I'm saying. The world is watching, y'all. That's my mantra for this playoffs. The world is watching. Shout out to Victor Kreitner. If the Knicks go up 3-0, I see the series pretty much over. I'm with you, Vic. And I want to give a special shout out. 78 points of articulation in the building. Said lifelong Knicks fan going on 47 years watching from all the way out in Indonesia. Let's go, baby. Shout out to you. It's 1:30 out there. Woo wee. Appreciate you. It's even later now since I'm reading the message a little past that. It's 2 a.m. out there. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's go, Knicks. I hope you can stay up to watch the game. Or if not, man, you can get it on replay, but that stinks. But I appreciate the love that you're showing for the show and the love you're showing for the New York Knicks. Wow. Yeah, man.
Peace,
Listen,
Joey.
Guys, Thank you, as always, to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody showing love. Please smash that like button if you haven't already done so. I think we are at, what are we at now? We're at 92 likes. We got 96 people in here watching right now. There was more, obviously, before, but people are starting to jump off, getting ready for the game. Appreciate it. Smash that like button to see if we can get to 100 at some point.
Come on, we got 10 seconds right now. Everybody, quick. Anybody who ain't do it right now, press like. Come on, come on, come on. Make it 100 right quick. Come on.
Yes. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for all the love and support. We're on the road to 5K. Continue to support and keep rocking with us, man. Thank you once again. Let's go Knicks. Let's get it right. As I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans. We'll be back again, whether it be on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. but Know the Ledge ish, maybe 11:40, depending on what I'm doing. As I talk y'all off the ledge, joined by a special live panel of all of these great people, such as Corey Metz, Jay Chosen, Shah, Randu. I mean, not Randu. I meant to say Juan Rivera, and whoever else may join us, as we go forward. Appreciate the love and support, and always, being here and rocking out with me. Shout out to my guy Kev from Sports Jedi for jumping on as well today. Appreciate all the love, man. But also, thank you to the chat. Thank you guys for always supporting the show, smashing that like button, subscribing to the show, and keeping us in your thoughts, and keeping it where it needs to be. Also, don't forget, check us out on Monday nights for SKF Weekly at 9 p.m. Obviously, if the Knicks play on Monday, we'll come on after the Knicks game. So tune into that whenever that may be. So continue to support. I have a new show coming up soon. I just don't know how and when I'm going to drop it. It might be on Wednesday nights, maybe at 10 o'clock, because, there's so much Knicks stuff going on. But this is going to be a little different. Still haven't fleshed it all out yet. I'm figuring out what I'm going to do. So I'll let you guys know. Anyway, keep supporting, keep showing love. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get Boston out of here. Let's make it a Boston massacre. Forget the Tea Party. They're going to need vodka. They're going to need some Cavassier. They're going to need something. Let's get them out of here, baby. Let's
shot of scotch.
Yeah,
and you got that 100 likes, baby.
Yeah, 100 likes. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, people. Do the damn thing, man. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get it done. Go get your favorite beverage. Go get something to eat, some popcorn, some snacks, and let's get ready to take care of Boston and get them up out of here, baby. Let's go. No matter what, the good, the bad, the ups and downs. Even if we lose today, I don't expect that we will, but even if we do, it's okay. We're still up in this series. And remember, we are still Knicks fans. Peace out. One yourself. Take care of yourselves. And like I said all the time, be good. And if you can't be good at it. I'm out. Latest.
Peace.